皆さん、こんばんは。すいません、お待たせしました。なんか首だけの首だけじゃない。かと思ったら頭が途切れちゃった。頭が削れて困った。すいません、お待たせしました。じゃあ、今からね、ミラー配信をさせていただこうかなと思いますが、今日注意があります。それは何かと申しますと、めっちゃ咳が出ます。咳がすごくて、うるさいかも、すごくうるさい可能性あるので、なるべく頑張ってみようとするんですが、ちょっと、とっさにね、出ちゃう時とかあるので、申し訳ないです。よろしくお願いします。この前より全然 OK。大丈夫です。もうね、ほとんど寝て過ごしましたからね、もちろん。ちなみに、今も、冷気を貼っております。熱は、ありません。もう37度になりました。ぴったりになりました。すごいでしょ？もう下がった。もう終わりです。熱は。始めますよってなかったな。やばい、めっちゃ危なかったね。始めました。自分もやるな。ドリームハックアトランタのスト6のね、ミラー配信をやっていきます。よろしくね。ねえ、そうなんだよ。咳は残る、めっちゃ。マジな。よし、一応注意書きを書いておきます。これを、これか。超ちっちゃくした。これ読めますこれ。すいません。マジ出るとき超とっさすぎてガーフなんだけど、困ったんだ。喉スプレーね、だけしたんだけど、もう一回やっとこうかな。ねえ、中断だったら前置きがまだあるからいいけどさ、よくないけど、中断立ってないからよくないけど、前置きないけどは無理よ。ラッシュから来るから無理だ。読めたらありがとうですよ。それならよかった。 まだスト6が始まってないみたいで、まだスト6が始まってないみたいで、ちょっと待ってるところだと思います。今。ストリートファイターって書いてあるな。何分やってんだこれ。3時間前。これだな。Final Day of Street Fighter 6 Upload to EWC。あとで、26ドリームアクアトランタって書いてある。はい、つけのミラー配信。オッケー、これをコピーか。明日仕事だから寝てから来ようと思ったのに全然寝れない？そういう時はある。そうだよね。わかるよ。ですか。ちょっとお待ちを。明日お仕事、眠れない？今日お昼寝とかしちゃダメだよ。お昼寝とかしなければ大丈夫だから。よし、移しますね。今日さ、ついでにとか言ったらあれだけどさ、イングリッドさん情報とか出ないかなってずっと待ってるんだよね。ずっと待ってるんだけど。ここまでしょ。スマホからだって読めないっす。オッケー。まあ、そうだよね。そうだよね。了解です。ここまでですよ、皆さん。来てくれてありがとね。今から映すのでお待ちを。まだ始まっていません。でもみんなもさ、探そうと思うかとかあれだよ。見える。なんか画像じゃないこれ。間違えてるな。画像だ。なんでこれを画像にしようとしてるんだろう。コマリは。コマリ、間違えてないかこれ。間違えてないです。間違えてないです。大丈夫です。ね。動いてた。画像だと思ったら動いてたわ。よかった。よかったね。困る。勝手に画像と思っちゃった。あと6分もあるらしいよ。音流れてるかもしれない。BGM 消すから待ってね。BGM消して、音流してなかったらもう0だったから当たり前やろ。0だったから流れない。音いい感じですか？よし。あと6分何かやっといた方がいいことある。夏。前いるよ。ゆうきてさんいる。デュアルケビン、小林、クシナ、シゲマツ、ジュニア、ミフュー、VX バオさん。いいね。 あ、昨日少し見てた。なんで待って。だってさ、小林さんとジュニアさん両方だやん。デュアルケビンさんはマジでかわいそうだな。当たりまくってて。で、まだ当たるよ。まだ当たる。もうみんな、ルーザーズに、あれか、小林さんがいて、ウィナーズに、ジュニアさんがいるのか。ケビンさんそうだね、ほんとだ、5分切ったね。なんか、あれみたいになってる、今。もののけ姫の山犬みたいな喋り方になってる。マリリンさんが救えるかみたいな感じになる。危ね。なかなか治らないね。いや、お金は、まあね、お熱できたから仕方ないね。デュアルキング、昨日最後にジュニアさんに負けてルーザーズなの。そうなの？あれそこからさ、どうする誰と当たるのこれ。まあ、トーナメント表を見たらわかるから。早かったね。まだ上下で分かれてる。まだ上下でさ、分かれてるけど、これお互い勝ったら、小林さん勝ちの、もしも、その、勝ち進んだら、お二人がね、小林さん勝ち進み、デュアルケビンさんが勝ち進みってなったら、もう、デュアルケビンさん、シューンって感じになっちゃうんじゃないの？焦らずにね、ありがとう。そうみたいだね、今、トーナメントっぽいのを見てる。ぽいやつを見てます。トーナメントではない、ぽいやつ。そうですよ。この時間、珍しいということは、何か理由があるということで、なんと、なんだっけ、ドリームハック。なんだっけ、タイトル。ここに書いてある。ファイナルデイオブストリートファイター6アットロード2 EWC26 だけ日本語。ドリームハックアトランタのミラー配信。たまに咳が出そうになるので、咳を抑えながらおしゃべりをしようと頑張っています。たまに変な抑揚になるんですが、お気になさらず、よろしくお願いします。すごいね、重松さん、ゆかりさんがトップ8に進出しているリドルの選手いっぱいいるじゃん。ジュニアさんと重松さん同士で戦ってる。なんでリツル同士で潰し合ってる。なんでそんなことってあるの？悲しい夢ならばって感じだよね。どれほどゆかりさん、昨日ね、一瞬誰かと思ったよね。誰かと思っちゃった。ゆかりさんだったんだ。ゆかりさん、とても強い方。でもなんか、私の中ではゆかりさん、とても強い方っていう印象がすごくて、あんま見たことがないから、見れるのがすごく楽しみかな、ゆかりさん。どういう方どういう感じに
Some run on routine for the chance to win big.
戦い方とかも見たことなかったかも。
Some make time to rise through the brackets.
そうなの、シゲ界隈ってあんの？松界隈もあんの？
However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of competitor.
植物的な意味？シゲと松って。違う？
プレイステーション。
そんなわけないか。始まる？もしかして。モーストバルアブルペンルコムボム。わかんなかった。わあ。どういうことだ。強そうだ。前がね、いるのが嬉しいな。もう始まるってことだよね。音もっとでかくしようか。ちょっと待ってね。あれ、でかくなんないな。
And welcome to DreamHack Atlanta. We got so many elite players that ran to ATL in hopes for the EWC qualification. Myself, Ringe, along with Sherry Jennings. How you doing, Sherry?
I am great. I mean, the talent here at DreamHack Atlanta has been insane, and the fact that we've made it all the way to top 8, I am so excited to see these 8 matches coming up. 4 matches, 8 players.
Yeah, we're going to have a lot more than that as well as we make it to crown not only our champion, who's getting a nice little $15,000 pop bonus on top of everything else, but our top 2 qualify directly to EWC, right? It's going to be an amazing time. Prize pool total $50,000. That first place is taking a $15,000 chunk. That's about the same before. But of course, we have finished stage 1 and it's done. We have narrowed down the over 120 players, 60% of which were elite players, are now going to be in the finals. The top 8 is here for a double elimination.
間に合ってる。もう全部、むしろジャスト。
2 players that get to qualify for 2026 EWC, and we already saw 2 other players qualify from EVO Japan as well.
CM
Really,
も
really
挟
can't
まっ
wait to
て
see
と
who
かあっ
takes
た
it
んだ
this
け
year.
ど、
Yeah, it's going to be fun because none of the top 8 are currently qualified, right? So nobody is going to be like moving down a spot because they're already qualified and placed really high. 4 of our players were in EWC last year, right? Ryukichi, Dual Kevin, Nephew, and Junior. Junior actually qualified through the LCQ. And this is, of course, the prize breakdown that I was talking about, right? First place is going to be $15,000. Second place with the 7,500, third taking home 5, and we are rewarding all the way through top 16. So people getting paid out here at DreamHack Atlanta on the road to EWC is going to be a good one. But of course, those 4 players were in EWC last year, and the rest that we got today, which are like, what is it? It's going to be Kobayan, VX Bao, Ryukichi, I believe. Shigematsu and Kushina all not qualified. So Ryukichi did qualify. So yeah, it was all of those 5 minus Ryukichi.
Yeah, and we're going to see a lot of runbacks too, because if we're going through the bracket, which I'm sure they'll pull up soon, we will see the likes of Dual Kevin, who also got to qualify into the actual EWC last year through the last chance qualifier, and then we also have Kobayan, here it is. In the winner's side, we have VX Bao versus Nephew, then we have Junior versus Shigematsu, which is like a team kill, unfortunately, both from Middle's order. And then on the loser side, we have Ryukichi versus Dual Kevin, newly signed by Crazy Raccoon. And then you see Kobayan versus Kushina.
Yeah, Kushina also repping the Crazy Raccoon, right? Actually, formerly a Valorant player, similar journey to Sahara, has spent the last 6 months under Crazy Raccoon. Shouts to Incross for that info, of course. This is his first international tournament, and he made top 8 here at one of the most dense tournaments I've ever seen for Street Fighter 6, right? We know how deep this talent pool goes. So many showed up in hopes to qualify for EWC, and Kushina put mad bodies in bags. Let me check out who he actually beat again. I wrote all these people down. Killzyu, Moke, Tokido, and DCQ. Those are 4 heavy hitters in the current meta of Street Fighter 6, and he was able to beat all of them.
Yeah, and speaking of like the newer faces that we see, like Shigematsu, he used to be known as Yukari-san, and he was the he was the #1 MR with Blanca, and he also won Haitani's under 22 tournament. So really excited to see that match because it's going to be a modern Blanca versus a player. But first,
he was playing classic controls earlier in this tournament, so I don't know if he's still playing modern, but he did get modern when he got #1 MR. You are correct.
Yeah, so we'll see if he ends up going with classic or modern. I'm a fan of classic myself, you know, so glad
し
to
な
see
いよ
that
うに
switch
気を
over
つけ
if
てお
he
り
is
ます。
playing the classic Blanca
風
today.
邪気
But
味って
again,
風
before
邪でしたね。
we
熱
get
が
into
出て、
that match, we
出
are
て
going
て、
to see VX
すい
Bao
ません。
versus Nephew. VX Bao, freshly qualified for EWC as
こ
well.
れ
We just
は
saw him
も
play
う
earlier,
選手
so
がお
really,
席
really
につい
insane
ていらっ
tournament
しゃ
run
る。
at
稲塚
DreamHack
じゃな
Atlanta.
い
The fact that he's top 8
の
here
かな
winners as well in Street Fighter.
Yeah, man,
と、
VX Bao is doing the damn thing, mainly on mine in this
VX
game.
バオ
But I'm wondering a little bit if
選
he's gonna
手
bring out the old JP
と、
for this matchup.
ネ
Simply
ピュー
because
選手。ネ
Nephew
ピュー
got
選
13th
手
at
は
DreamHack
ジュリー
Birmingham,
の
which was
方
another
だっ
EWC
たっけ
qualifier. He lost to 2 JP players, Link Nova and DCQ.
30万
So there might be a bit of a weakness in that
30
matchup, and of
コ
course
ーヒ
VX
ー
Bao has
って
mainly
そんなにか
prioritized
か
mine
る
for
の？
quite some time now.
30 万
But he
も
was
かか
really
んの？
taking names when he was on
おは
JP
よ
at
うご
the
ざい
beginning
ま
of
す。
his game.
朝
So
早くから
I don't
ミ
know
ラー
if
あ
he's
りがと
trained
う。
that
いや、
up
こち
last
らこ
night
そ
because
朝早
also
くか
on the
ら
other side of winners
来
are
て
a
くれて
Blanca
皆
and
さ
a
ん、本
Zangief,
当に
right? And
ありがとう
obviously
ござい
JP
ます。
is really good against Zangief.
一
I
緒
think he's pretty
に
decent
見
against
ていき
Blanca
ま
as
しょう
well.
ね。
So
ちょっと
could
風
be
邪を
something,
ひ
but
いてい
I
る
mean,
の
he's
で、
been so
お席
successful on
が
the
出
Mai.
る
I
ん
don't
で
know if
す
he's
が。
gonna switch.
こんばんは。来てくれ
Yeah,
て
I
あ
mean,
り
when
が
he
と
was
う。
playing in Street Fighter League, he was
す
playing
い
a whole
ま
bunch
せ
of
ん。
different
ちょっ
characters,
と、
right? And
悪
ultimately
くし
he
ない
ended
よう
up
に気を
going
つ
back
け
to
るん
the
ですが。
Mi's. Like we
お
saw
敵出たら
the
ごめ
Mi's
ん
to
な
come
さ
out
い。
sometimes, and like you mentioned, there was
いや
the
ー、
JP,
そん
but
な
it
に
was
かか
always
んの
kind
旅
of Mi's
行
who
費
took
っ
it
て。
home for him.
旅
So
行費じゃねえや。ごめん、旅
we're
行
going
費
to
じ
see
ゃね
very, very soon.
え。旅行費
Yeah,
が。
well, Nephew, he's like a content warrior.
あ、
He
来
plays
た
other new people
前
that comes out.
が
But
見
when
れ
it's
る
business time, it's the jury full-fledged.
前が
Let's
見
get
れる
into
ぞ
our first winner semis
前
match of this top 8. Gonna be a great one.
わ
And
あ
Nephew,
前
oh, one of the perfect parry kings.
みん
That
な
wasn't
見
a
えて
punish,
ま
so
すち
no
ゃん
combo
と
on the
大
DI.
丈夫音とか平気ですか
Yeah, I
音
think
ちっ
maybe
ちゃく
there was
な
a
いか
misinput on the DI there, but fortunately for Nephew, not too big of a punish there.
うん
Nice
音
counter
ち
hit
っちゃい
confirmed.
ね
Oh, there you go.
えっ
That
と
time
もう
only
ちょ
a
っ
little bit right, Nephew. Oh, he was kind of low on drive, so he didn't want to commit to the full driver's cancel, but he's been poking and prodding. Nice backdash out of the throw.
とうわーマジか
Still ready with the
Beautiful
pinwheel
anti-air.
anti-air.
ナイスナイス
Right through the fan, too.
パンチ
Mm-hmm.
うわーパイガーうわーこれいけんじゃね
Nephew with a big bet on the wake-up pinwheel.
Satsuga
VX
Nika.
Bao
Yeah,
gonna
no,
hurt
no,
him
no,
heavily
no,
here.
no,
Nephew's
no,
got
no.
level 1. That's why VX Bao is just waiting for the
Ding, ding,
projectiles to do the heavy lifting and the chip because you can't go through the level
そうね
1
そう
because
ゲ
it's
ー
a
ムは
projectile. Very smart stuff.
Very, very hard read for Nephew, but there again, with the perfect parries as you mentioned, you can see VX
Ooh,
Bao kind of
nice
changing the
mimicry
timing
grab,
of his
right,
fans now
right.
to stop the perfect
あ
parry
ん
from
たし
Nephew.
たけど
Nephew just swiping away the fan, but now Nephew
おチラシ
on
い
the
い
offense.
い
And
と
as
こ
I
ろ
say
で
that,
チ
VX
ラ
Bao
シが
does
当
get
た
the
る
low forward hit confirm. And straight into level 1 to get the enhanced fans here.
いっていや
Exactly
これ
right.
ほ
Oh,
んと
but Nephew again poking with his own projectile and that long-range crouch minion kick after trying to bait VX Bao into doing something, but again challenging at the wrong moment of the fireball. And Nephew fully capitalizing, tied up already.
最小限
Nice
が
and easy, just like that. Nephew sitting on 2 bars. VX Bao almost building the 2
前
bars here,
使い
but
なので前を応援して
really likes
し
using
ま
the
ってい
level
る
1 just to get that enhanced fan, and it did give him the first
ジ
round
リ
in
戦
this
参
game.
考にしなきゃ
A little surprised Nephew with the jump. He's doing so much on the ground, but that time actually calls out a held fan and gets the full punish for
前
it.
溜まっ
Nice
て
little
る
tick throw
よ
as
ね
well to push him towards the corner. Again.
Yeah, I'm unsure how VX Bao is getting hit by these.
そこで
Like, I'm not sure if he's thinking it's about to dissipate and he's
チ
like
ラシ
trying to
刺
really
したいやったーチラシが
thread
刺
the
さっ
needle
た
on
ぞ
that. But either way,
デ
he's
ィゲ
gonna
ー
get
ジ
a
を
chance
回復
now.
したい
Obviously stocking up
お
once again
ー
in the
前に
throw to
進
try
ん
to
でい
push
く
the jury to the corner.
せやねん前使いだからうわーす
Firebush
ごい
just
勇気の
close distance,
前して
poking at each other just a little bit. Both on the
うわ
brink of
ー
burnout.
惜しい惜しかったな
Oh, man. Just outside of range. That Fuha actually whiffed. DX Bao tried to take advantage of it. Resulted in a little bit of a scramble. Nephew gonna close out in the first game. And yeah, I like Nephew's game so far. It was a little bit scrambly from both sides. It was kind of back and forth. But for the most part, but when it was stable, he was winning on the ground, even against Mai and the fans. Just that perfect parry proficiency, along with just his years and years of ground game, right? We used to talk about all the time when he lived with Punk years and years ago. He's got some of the best footsies in the business. That's why he's been so consistent on the international stage.
Yeah, 100%. Nephew, like, I feel like we didn't hear too much about Nephew this year here in the whole tournament circuits, but clearly
Nephew
Nephew will always be a threat, right? Just as you mentioned, the proficiency with perfect parry, I think worked so well to his favor, especially in this first game, because once you start perfect parrying my spans, and he even perfect parried the second hit of the heavy one, like, the my player has to be like, man, I can't just be throwing these fans out here and taking my turn back behind these fans. So I wonder how VXBOW is going to adjust. Is he going to stick with the Mai, or is he going to switch characters here?
see. Oh, it's gonna be the bison.
Oh,
So this has been something he's been turning to, right? Definitely more practice than the JP. I think he would have really had to train up the JP, even if it's kind of a good look in this situation. So more comfortable with the bison and the Mai. I don't know, man. The way Nephew's been looking on the ground is gonna be tough either way.
Yeah, I mean, Bison gives him access to scissor kicks,
ダメ
and
だ
the cycle crusher, and goes over the low fireball that clipped VX Val a couple
前
times,
を
and we get to set up the bomb
裏切り
pressure, super high
前を裏
offense,
切り
super
し
high
もの
damage.
VX バオに
Yeah, I really like the point about the scissor kick going over the fireball since we saw that. It'd be so
Battle.
annoying. Bates
Yeah.
out the level 1.
Yeah.
This is how the game started though. VX Bao really ran over Nephew, baited out an invincible reversal in
あ
that
ーこれって
round
も
as
しかして
well.
ベガマ
This
イっ
one
て
a
や
little bit
つ
more
ベガマイ
commitment added to it though
ベ
because
ガ
the
マイ
super
か
meter
な
guy so carries over.
VX バオさんが使ってる
See
の
if
は
there's any adjustments from Nephew's
マ
side
イ
here.
ナが応援しなきゃな
Nice check. That is something that I find VX Val is so good at doing, is he is
Yeah, my-
very good
yeah,
at reversal
like,
buttons, whether it be the crouch light punch or the crouch medium
サイ
punch.
コパワーで
Wake up.
全員倒
Level
す
1
んだ
from Nephew is going to hit VX Val this time. Both
現
in
在語
very, very
や
yellow.
ばい
And there it is. There's
や
the
ば
burnout
い
from
ね
Nephew. No super meter either.
サイコパワーに目
Yeah,
覚めて
Nephew,
ご
oh
つ
my
くなっ
goodness,
て
yeah,
うわ
ran
ー
over
来
here.
た
VX Bao gonna close that one
やっ
with the
ぱサイ
super.
コパワ
Yeah,
ーか
Nephew, he tried to avoid the punish
Saiko
counter
Pawa
throw
強い
when he
な
held parry by drive rushing out of it, right? But VX Bao actually called that out, just put a button on him, which counter hit the drive rush, resulted in a burnout either way.
ね
Just
そ
took
れ
it
た
from
ま
there.
抜け
Really
で
great
きる
stuff
か
from
ね
VX Bao. Nephew is one of the best at avoiding the punish counter throw by drive rushing out of the parry, so
前を
knowing that
飛
he's
べる
got
から
that habit
ム
on
サ
him
ビ
and
の
countering that, that was
前
high
か
level.
も
Yeah. And just an unfortunate sequence for Nephew there. You know, you have to make those hard reads with the wicked
ね前
reversals.
めっちゃ大きくなっ
And
て
these
おー
rounds
すげ
are
え
going by
特
so quickly.
別特設ブース
Unfortunately, it did lead to the burnout, ultimately to the end of that second game for
みんな椅子
Nephew.
に
So
座っ
let's
てみ
see
て
how he adjusts here.
おったうわー差し返
Ooh,
し
just had a range to
や
try
ば
to
い
press after the
や
scissor
ばいぞ
kick.
ベ
Red
ガ
Coat
マイ
caught him.
やばいぞ前
Big buttons
何
to
のた
press
めに
back
成
with. You
長
know,
し
you
たん
talked
だお
about
前は
VX Bao's press backs. The Bison's
Mama,
got
come
big
in.
buttons to do that with the fears and the scissor kick and whatnot. But this time Nephew scrambling with the trade conversion, preventing him from squirming out.
体を捨てて
Pressure is on. Oh no!
素敵
Unfortunately
な
missed
体を
the
捨て
dry
て
rush and just got raw parry instead.
そ
VX
のよ
Val
うな
back throwing, putting Nephew into the corner here.
筋肉ムキムキになったのかを考えてくださ
Oh,
い
putting the pressure
Ah,
on again. Nephew solo on drive meter, try to throw him back into the corner, but the empty jump allowed him to tech. Even that same try to walk away, but couldn't get out of throw range. Oh my goodness, tried to get the shimmy, but VX Bao so solid, just waits for him and calls out the button timing perfectly. Level 2 will do enough damage to
おー
take the lead.
わーすごい決めポ
Yeah,
ーズ
really,
イ
really
オンマイちゃん
nice timing on
素敵
VX
だ
Val. They're able to get the
Mai
counter
chan
hits
no
on
kime
like the
pose
stagger that
nimashita.
Nephew tried to set
も
up.
うガッツポーズ
Really
みたい
smart
な感
stuff.
じで相手を持ち上げながらニコ
Those
ーってして
press backs, right?
ニ
That
コ
crouch medium push. Like he tried to call it out again, and Nephew changed the timing that time. Didn't actually let a button go.
さすが
That was
ベガマ
exactly
イ
what we saw last round. Again, sniping the legs with a long distance medium kick.
マイ頑張れ
Yeah, we're
My
seeing
God.
Nephew try to go for a lot of shimmies, a lot of
My God.
staggers here. I wonder if he's going to start switching up
お
the
ー
timing,
ちょっと
going
下
for
がっ
the
て
throw.
や
He
ば
does
かっ
try to
た
go
け
for
ど
it, but VX Val actually backdashes away from the
いや
throw.
お
So
ーバックステ
And
ー
again, I'm so with you, Sharon. Like I'm expecting the throws to work, and now VX Bao is countering those, and I'm so impressed.
でバカ
Oh,
だ
that
から
time
さ
though,
やっ
Nephew
ぱ
sees
さ
nothing to be countered, doesn't want to commit anything
う
heavily,
わパニッ
wants
ク
to
になっ
save
て
this
きた
meter
バ
for the
カ
next round, and he's
で
going to be able to do so.
火
yeah,
は
I think
使
there was
っ
a
てる
little
もん
thought there because maybe the level 3 was going to come out, but I think Nephew decided to go against it, was able to secure that first round without having to spend the
すご
bar.
い肩
Nephew
になん
trying to
か
make
変
a
なの
hard
つい
read
て
on
る
the
も
throw
んね
there
なんだこ
with
れ
the instant jump medium
肩に
punch. Doesn't work.
変なの
It's
使っち
punished
ゃダメだ
in the corner now.
肩に何かついてるよ
Yes, it's tough, right? That's one of the best ways to call it a
あれ
throw.
かな
A counter hit up from that
8
distance.
か
Yeah,
な
trying to keep it
8
very
とか
safe with that one.
なんかムササビとかつけてるのかな肩に
Little back throw, but
竜
Nephew
とかもつけてる
allow VX Bao some space here. You know, just back against the wall. We are in top 8 though, so I believe this is 3 out of 5.
でも学ばないと
You see
前
the
を
throws are starting to work on Nephew's side here. There's a trade.
おーつい
My
た
goodness, Nephew with the Sam Presti combos, getting so much out of that trade. But VX
気持ち
Bao
よ
still
か
has
っ
a
ただろう
CA
言っ
on
た
deck.
言
It's
った言っ
Oh
scary.
た
my god.
あ
If it
あ
hits,
あ
that's really, really nice stuff from Nephew. Staggering the light punches from VX Val, catching him on the second one. Just
Yeah,
enough
it
to
looked
kill.
like it caught VX Bao's fuzzy jab, right? You delayed a little bit to where you
Why,
block, where it's just a
Alagita?
straight chain jab. But if
Ah,
you delay it, you
well.
can get caught.
あでもね
Very
みんな
nice stuff
だ
from
から
Nephew.
みんなだから車だ
And that's another great thing about Nephew is that I feel like he knows how to open up high-level people. Like, he's got the delays in his timing. He knows how to change the little things that take advantage of people trying to kind of call out their own timings or play really risk-averse and doing delay text or delay buttons to try to block it out for the most part and then shoot gaps.
Yeah, and you see it too with the timing. Like, we saw VXPal adjust his timing on the buttons. Like, if you try to send me, I'm going to do my delay button to counter you. And then he started backdashing the throws because, you know, Nephew recognized that. And then Nephew started doing delay throws and it was starting to work really well on VXPal.
Oh, that time again, we see the hell parry into the drive rush. Catching VXPal off guard with the timing. Didn't have the check ready. Now abusing, yeah, Nephew loves that delayed pressure off of the fierce drive rush cancel.
Yeah, that's great, especially against Bison when you don't have a true reversal. No DP there. You do have to take the pressure.
Oh man, chased him back down with the scissor kick. Overhead was there this time, and Nephew has been staying pretty like gapless with a lot of his pressure, right? Keeping it tight, trying to prevent wake up buttons or any type of lights, and that time took advantage of the conditioning with the overhead.
Trying to go for it again. VXPal does block it this time. VXPal has to fight for his winner's tournament life right now. It is match point, set point for Nephew.
Nephew, hey, called out that shimmy with the contribution kick. Had no cancel ready though. Oh. Attack in the air. Nephew does get a wake up, and wow. Punishes him for doing full high afterwards. That is matchup knowledge.
See a lot of overheads come out from Nephew right now. That's why the low hit.
Here he jumps out of the eye just in time, but he jumped back into it. He's got CA on deck, but it's not going to come out. Nephew stomps him. And fittingly, since we're in ATL, 3-1, he's going to be in winners finals.
Beautiful, beautiful adaptation from Nephew there. We saw that the Mai didn't work out for VXPal, had to switch over to the Bison. Very convincing game for the first game on Bison also, but Nephew, you talk about it, the timing on when he's able to switch up how he wants to approach offensively, and we love how we saw Nephew start introducing the overheads in the last game, and then after VXPal got hit by the first one, he started blocking all the other ones just to get clipped in the very last sequence. Although it wasn't the winning hit for Nephew, it gave him the huge life lead that Nephew needed.
Yeah, Nephew is really good at like understanding the long-term game plan, right? And like realizing the stuff that he does early and how it's going to affect the opponent later, and then switching it up to take advantage of those switch-ups. That's why he's been so consistent at a high level, man. He's now top 3, one match away from guaranteeing his qualification at EWC, and he's had such an impressive run, right? He beat Xiaohai, Kingsho, Yuto, Kusanagi, and now VXPal to get it there. So, I mean, this tournament has been stacked. Everybody's had to beat some crazy people to get here, but that is a impressive list.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking through the bracket and I was like, okay, there's about like 125 competitors that entered this, and I started looking at like first round to the second round, and by the second round, you were playing against somebody that has had significant results in any sort of major tournament. A lot of these players fresh out of EVO Japan as well. So within the top 65 was just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe these people had to play each other. All of these matches could have been, well, finals within a top 8 at a major. So very, very stacked tournament, and you know, we see a lot of familiar names here.
Oh yeah, like everybody, the who's who came out, right? And like the Asia contingent, there was so many players from Japan here. It is wild to see how many of them came out. And yeah, I mean, fittingly so. We've got how many Japanese players in top 8? I want to say at least 4, if not more. So yeah, it's gonna be a fun time for sure as we narrow it all down here, as we get Nephew in one half of winner's side grand finals, soon to be winner finals, and then we're gonna get the other half when it's Junior versus Shigematsu, if I am not mistaken, is gonna be our other half of winner semis.
Yep, 5 of these players are from Japan. We do have 2 from North America, represented by Nephew, who you just saw. Then we will see some dual Kevin later, and then VXPal representing China. So a bit of a diversity there, but it is heavily stacked in Japan's favor right now. We are going to see those 2 players right now, both representing the same team Riddle order. And again, I mentioned earlier, it is super cool that Shigematsu, used to be known as Yukari-san, just announced his signing to Riddle Order 2 days ago, right before this tournament. And the fact that they top 8 at DreamHack Atlanta, really, really great run from him so far. And unfortunately, he does have to play against his teammate, which is a Zangief player by the name of Junior.
マオさん、
We
マイ
don't
ク
know.
の
Junior has been
マイ
around
クさん、左に
quite a
来
bit
て
now.
た
I
よ
don't
ね。
know when his first journey
But
started
the mic
with
is
Street Fighter,
down
but
here,
Junior
but
and Kobayan, I'd say,
ジュ
are
ニア
probably
が
the
多
two
分、
most, and Itabashi Zangief, of course,
やばい、これ
the
だ。
most notable Zangief players coming out from Japan.
Yeah, 100%. I didn't get too
これやば
familiar
い。
with Junior's
これ
game
やば
until
いし
recently, till like that last year EWC
これ
LCQ
死んじゃ
right
う。
where we really saw him
そ
go
うだよ
off and
ね。
then kind of
絶対
snowball
逆
that into
や。
a great
ジュニ
EWC
ア
run
さ
in
ん
total.
の
So I'm looking forward to it.
あ
I'm
の
glad to
イ
see
ヤ
him
ホ
more
ン
and
の
more out.
イヤ
The
ホンで
Zangiefs
見
are
た
always
も
some of
の
the most entertaining
体
characters
が
to
変
call.
わって
So this is
ね
going to be a fun one,
ジュニ
especially on the
ア
other
さ
side
ん
with Shigematsu
ジュ
Blanca.
ニア
I
なん
watched
か
him
サ
lose
ングラ
matches
スを
yesterday, right?
え
He
あれ
beat Ryukichi,
サングラスを
Kills
つ
You,
け始め
Kosa,
たよ
and Ending Walker to get into this position, right?
どういうこと
You see the sunglasses, you see how just the kind of the aura
あれ
that's
サン
dripping
グ
from
ラ
him.
ス
He
つけ
plays
て
like
さ
this.
試合
He's
する
not
方
afraid to
いた
hard
よ
call
な
people
どっ
out.
かに
To beat Ryukichi in the very last match, he did
ね
OD Blanca ball on Ryukichi's wake up,
あ
and
れ
it
だよ
beat
ね
wake up
なんかす
BP
ご
to
い
end the
発
set.
言
Like he's
強
that
そ
type
う
of player where
な
he's gonna hard call out people. He's not afraid to do that.
表情
While
に
Junior
さ
on the
な
other
さ
end,
そう
for
だ
me,
あ
Junior's very
マジか
patient.
この
Like
まま
he
始まっ
tries
ちゃ
to
うの
really
ジュニア
maximize
さ
the
ん
quality
頼
of
む
his
よ気づ
SPDs
いて
rather
ほ
than
し
trying to
い
get the quantity up.
な
Like he wants to make them a really impactful and kind of
キラの
lull
サング
you
ラス
into
して
forgetting
た
about
あ
them,
そう
using all
サ
of
ング
these
ラ
tools when it
ス
comes to
なんか
just kind of the ground
結
game
構
and
良かった
footsies.
ですね
And then he's
もしか
really quick though to get like the scramble
ブル
jab
ー
into
ライトカッ
SPDs,
ト
and
サン
he
グラ
does
ス
it
とかなのか
so
なあ
infrequently that you're not
あやべ
expecting.
え
Let's
イ
get
ヤ
into
ホンが
another
こ
half
の
of
まま
Widow
始まっ
semis.
てしまいました
Yeah, I would love to see how Junior approaches this matchup. I don't think they've had a chance. Oh, last time they did play each other, Shigematsu was the one who took it over
ジュニ
Junior.
アさ
I
ん
do think this is a difficult matchup for Zangief. I
どう
mean,
しよ
how
う
do
こ
you
の
really deal
音
with
の
all
せ
the
いで
movement
と
and
かってま
buttons
すから
that Blanca does have? But Zangief, not too shabby with the
念
buttons
力
himself. And
よ
there he is with the
念で送
introduction
っ
of
て
the
みたけど
SPD.
無理や届かなかったわごめん
Catching me by surprise,
Nah,
honestly.
go
Already bringing out the SPD. Junior establishing
Nendo
it early. I like
Kama.
it. See both
Really?
players definitely
Gonna
play a
cut that.
lot and definitely have familiar range of each other's
あそういう
footsies.
こと
While he actually tried to
イン
jump
パ
out of
ク
the
ト
first
見や
SPD
すく
reset,
な
got
るの
headbutted, but does
サン
jump
グ
out of
ラ
that
ス
one.
って赤
A
色
really
が目
nice
立つと
spacing
かある
from
あでも
Junior there.
あれかインパクトって
He's
赤
introducing them early, you know. He's
Pagyan
trying to get that read. It is again a first three, as you mentioned, right? This would be the round, the game,
あ
the first
心の
game
声で
to
喋ってる
introduce
人がいる
kind of the spicier things.
あ確か
And
に
it
バ
really
オ
does feel
さ
like
ん
these
が
two
間
have
違
played a
って
lot
た
because
可能性あ
Shigematsu
る
is
でも
so
それ
ready
は
for
重
so
松さ
much
ん
of what
間違
Junior's
ってるだ
presenting
けに
here
なっちゃう
with Punish right there. He's been ready for every SPD reset. He was ready for the running bear grab. Like, yeah, he's ready.
頑張れ
It is. We're going to see the level 2 come out from Blanca here. Lightning Beast.
画面端来ちゃった
Junior into the corner. What's
結
the
構つらい
50-50 here?
ザンギと
There's low.
さ
Does it connect?
あの
Perfect parry.
な
Back
んだ
throw
っけ
into
ブ
the
ランカ
corner.
かブランカどっちが
Let's come
キ
out.
ャラ的に強いのはどっちなんだろう
Ooh, drive reversal offensively. Really wants to keep it locked down, but
ザンギ
Shigematsu
って結構
matches it.
たまに
A little
た
sweep
ま
action
に
and
きつい
knock
から
down, but
な
again, a jump out of a regular throw. Shigematsu has jumped damn near every throw so
だ
far,
から
and
さ
now
ブランカも
OD
たまだか
Blanca
ら
balling the
きついんだよ
headbutt.
ね
Yeah, Junior's been trying to
ブランカ
get
たま
those
じゃない
headbutts in.
ブ
Really,
ラン
really
カ
nice
自身がたまにな
adaptation from
うわ
Shigematsu
きつ
there. Doing a light kick after
い
blocking
う
the
まい
sweep.
な差し合い
I think it was like the very first SPD we saw land, and since then, I feel like he's jumped everyone.
う
Here
ま
we
い
go again here.
私は
Setting him up shop, trying to keep him locked down, and that's what he needed. The headbutt, he burned him out when he tried the parry attempt. SPD to follow. Oh, Shigematsu, though, still getting aggressive, trying to jump out. The chip is there with the lariat. Well
簡
done.
単な弾
Really
そ
great
う
stuff. I thought the
早
level
く
3, I
自
mean,
分も飛んで
I
いく
guess
し
it would have to be
弾
level
と
1. I thought it was about to come out, but no. Shigematsu willing to take the chip damage
ね
there.
うん
Saving the
お
bar
上
for
手だ
this
ったん
very
で
last
すごく
round.
ほらめくって
Oh, got caught. He did a little bit of a walk forward, kind of bait him into that throw tech. Perfectly timed it to punish it as well. Nice stuff from
おお
Shigematsu.
ピンピンでぐるぐるぐるドンライ
Try to
ト
challenge
を
the
か
plus
け
frames
て
with a headbutt. It's always a dangerous look.
うおジャスパーやる
Perfect parries and anti-air. We're gonna not see the
Yeah,
lightning beast come out
just
yet. We're gonna try to to get a setup started.
Yeah, he keeps trying to sweep him now as well because Shigematsu has jumped so many of these SPD attempts and then challenging that one instead. He's like, if you're going to keep headbutting, that's a big gap right there. All the way into the Lightning Beast, set up the doll. You know what it is? He goes for the fans. That's CA as well. Not going to quite kill, but it's going to put him on life support.
The damage from the CA. On the great burnout as well. There's the level 1. It's gonna work this time, but Zangief still having more health. We're gonna see Chan come out. What a check on the drive rush there from Zangief, from Junior. Something you don't see too often, I feel. Like, Zengi is just one of those slower characters. Doesn't really have the best options for checking drive rush. That just means Junior was that much ready for it.
Yeah, that was wow. Junior, very impressive to check the drive rush. I don't know how he was the one that got the W in that first match. It felt like Shigematsu was so in control for so long, but it's all you needed when it comes to Zangief, right? You always got the grappler's chance, and he just needed a couple of opportunities.
100%. The wake of CA definitely changed the tides there, and the Zangief health allowing him to live through that level, wake up level 1 from Shigematsu.
Yeah, true. That's a great point. Now, we've seen how these rounds kind of start between these two, right? Both very knowledgeable and respectful of each other's ranges, so it's hard to get them to whiff and get the whiff punish in time.
Yeah, Junior is so good at those max range sweeps. Blanca unable to punish it. There's a wheel kick right over the block. Chen does get a punish counter.
That was so clear, honestly. Again, the matchup knowledge coming out, and once again, Shigematsu shuts down the running bear grab attempt. Parry on the anti-air gets burned out for it. The empty jump throw, and now Chip City with the lightning beast.
Yeah, really big percentage on Shigematsu. That's a huge comeback for Junior to make, if he was able to make that comeback, but no. Level 1, not a real reverse super that you can have there, especially against Blanca Ball.
Yeah, exactly. Like the anti-air grab, like there might be some weird shenanigans you could do if he does some weird sequence, but besides that, it's not gonna help you. Shigematsu now gonna knock him down, not set up the doll this time, just go with the meaty pressure. Oh my goodness, trying to walk in and out. He likes that stand heavy kick. He'll even use it spaced out, but instead gets the punish on a sweep attempt again from Junior. Oh, there's your reversal, but it's too slow. That's why he meets with the light to counter every base, and that is a quick tied set.
Very, very quick. And you know, as Zangief, you gotta make those hard reads on wake up, right? You don't really have true reversal outside of your supers. Even level 2 is not a real wake up. He was just kind of hoping for Shigematsu to either go for a throw or try to evade the level 3 on wake up, right? But Shigematsu not taking the bait there, able to secure that second game for him.
We actually not punished that time. He's been usually consistent with it, and again jumping every SPD reset. It is wild.
I think maybe that was meant to be a drive rush cancel there. It's DI instead, but here we go. SPD game. Trade with the sweep.
Oh, very nice though. We saw that option from Shigematsu earlier, the wake up drive reversal, especially when JR committed to the drive rush. Calls it out that time. We've definitely seen some adjustments now. And he's got a level 1. Maybe he can call out one of these jump out of the SPD resets with that.
See what happens. Wake up jump out of the corner. Jumping back away from the SPD, so no punish there. But we're able to get the lightning beast off again. Not sure what he's trying to accomplish here, since Junior would not have gotten burnt out there, but
little DDT, OD Larry as well to prevent any more falling actions. And spacing out with the chop, the fears. That's where we're kind of lulled. JR or Junior letting his, oh my goodness, I was gonna say letting his drive meter build up to fish for that light driver's cancel. Shigematsu actually whiff punished the light kick.
Shigematsu trying to dance right now. Junior not having any of that.
Yeah, this is really smart stuff from Shigematsu. He's like playing just outside the slide kick range. He knows Junior wants it. You see him fishing for it again here. He's like, nah, bro, I'm not going to give it to you that easy. He's looking for it so hard to get it started. And just going right into the DI after. Takes him down. All tied up, sets and rounds.
Yeah, interesting. Second time we see that in a slide. Raw slide coming out from Shigematsu. There it is. Drive rush into the SPD. That's a mix up here. No drive rush. Allowing it to go back to neutral here.
And the Junior, I wonder if he's going to try to rely on his patience now. He's back up to 6 bars. I just feeling that drive rush cancel, but beat to the button perfectly. Shigematsu, lightning beast to the corner.
It's a mix up here. Blanca Chan out. Taking the throw. Blanca Chan not activated yet.
Oh, activated at the end right there. Trying to bait something out from Junior. Not sure if it was the level 3, if that would have worked against it. But either way. Oh, the shallow ball. He actually took the throw.
A little too late with the drive reversal there. Let's punish counter with the throw. We're out of the corner.
Yeah, Shigematsu didn't have too much meter super wise, and now again he's able to drain him. burn him out, but the lariat is anti-air. Close. Oh my goodness, it looked like he was trying to buffer a super or something. The 360, the 720, nothing was found. Shigematsu shuts down any remaining chance with a Blanca ball. That was tough. It looked like too many opportunities or too many things went through Junior's mind in that moment where he's right next to him, and maybe he was just waiting for a reversal since Shigematsu has been so like consistent with either reversing or jumping out when he's right next to Junior, and that time was the one time he just didn't do it.
Exactly. I really think he was looking for the jump back, and then he was kind of buffering the level 1 just in case it was to happen. But yeah, as you mentioned, Shigematsu not taking the bite there, didn't do anything, and that kind of confused Junior.
Yeah, that was crazy. I had to be him just like waiting for him to jump, and he was gonna call it out with the level 1.
Early burn out there. What a nice drive impact against the Fierce coming out from Junior. Wasn't charged either, so there was no armor.
Yeah, precisely. Oh no, and from there, nothing Zangief could do, as we talked about at level 1, is not gonna help you in this situation. Setting it up again.
He's just ready with the up balls every single time, whether it be a reset or the OD running bear grab. Shigematsu has been very trigger happy with the OD up ball.
Yeah, like we say, he is not afraid to make hard call outs. You see right there, even dancing on with the forward dash, back dash, going to the lightning beast to preserve this drive meter, get to put the pressure on Junior and build some of his own back, and a perfect parry after the jump, and got the low perfect parry as well.
Driver from Junior able to get the target combo. Yeah, we actually haven't seen too many heavy punches come out from Junior's side. I mean, it is one of the slowest buttons in this game, but I think you get quite the reward from it once if you're able to get hit.
Yeah, absolutely. But then mainly I was gonna say golden sweep for a lot of it, and then does risk the drive rush cancel on the light kick, just sends it, actually interrupted Shigematsu, keeping him alive. Oh man, no way punish. And again, the headbutt right there to prevent the jump out, and he thought he could condition him enough to keep him grounded, but not today.
But the critical, not the critical art, the level 3 is going to hit. It seems like Shigematsu isn't really too scared of getting hit by the wake up level 3. He's been on the offense quite a bit.
Oh my, and then wakes up with the button again. Yeah, you can see, man, he just got no fear in his heart. He's now he's like, yo, I got you in the corner. Your meter's gone. I got lightning beast. It's kind of in my favor. Try to go down and get cheeky, only to get reset and tied up 2-2 in our winter semis.
What a close game. A close set. Both these players adapting each other quite well, actually. And I feel like Junior has realized, like, man, I've been trying to bait you, like, jumping away when I have level 3, but it would have level 3 would hit both times. So I'm just gonna start doing the level 3 again.
Yeah, it's been working out, definitely. Oh, that Shigematsu, wow, this time he just waits for him to Blanca ball out of the reset. Such a smart call out.
Yeah, we were just talking earlier about how Shigematsu has no fear of reversing wake up ball every single time through the reset. And yeah, for the last game, Junior will beat it out. Look at this punish too.
Immaculate call out from a round start to round finish. Not that it took a long time to get there, but legitimately knew everything that Shigematsu was going to do in that round. This is going to be dangerous to come back from.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna make the hard reads to set it up, this is the game to do it. This is the last game for both. We're gonna pull through with the target combo there, no reset.
Indeed, here now pulling him down. The trades again, and another offensive time reversal. He tried to give him time to reversal out, but Shigematsu, he's disciplined that time. Air to air, just slaps him out.
We're gonna see Lightning Beast come out here. Yep. Not sure how he's gonna set it up. There's not too much. Junior still with a life lead here, and they're mid-screen.
He wanted the back throw. He's trying to set this all up, but a big tech from Junior. And this time he will take the forward throw, but he spit all of his lightning beasts now, and the drive rush cancel once again. Drive reversal away. Junior calling out all of these immediately. Speed out a little bit too far. He's even trying to punch that time. He tried to call out like a check just by going drive rush and a DI. Probably calling out the OD Blanca ball.
Exactly, he was looking for the up ball. But the perfect parry's gonna work here.
You're dead. Oh, he's not.
You're basically dead, unless not enough. Okay, the slide.
Oh, Junior gets the last crouching jab he needed. I was gonna say, he said he's mostly dead. He doesn't have great ways to get chipped. They made it a little bit better in this latest patch by letting OD Lariat hit crouchers. But yeah, it was gonna be a bit scary. That was immaculate stuff from Junior to really adjust in that final game hard.
Yeah, I mean, he busted out all his knowledge checks there. He knew he has shown, like Shigematsu has shown so much that he's so willing to do the reversal in between strings on wake up and everything. So you're seeing all the hard reads, and Zangief already has to make hard reads. You're seeing even the harder reads come out from Junior with that drive rush DI, expecting it, stopping his combo for the reset, getting the punish. Junior, really nice adaptation and setup for the last game there. We've seen it in the first set, we've seen it in this set where the adaptation is coming out so strong, especially in this first to 3 format. It's so important for these competitive players because everything comes out in that last game.
Yeah, and you highlighted the fact that they were teammates at the beginning, right? And you could see that extra layer of having played a lot against each other play out through the entirety of the set. I firmly believe that's going to be one of my favorite sets of the top 8. That was just so sick to see the way they were calling each other out back and forth. But that is going to be it for the winner's side of things, right? We got Nephew versus Junior. That's going to be our winner's finals. Winner of that guarantees their qualification for EWC because remember, top 2 both go forward. But now we drop into the loser side of things where we got 4 more killers, Sherry.
Yeah, we're going to see 2 players from Crazy Raccoon. They're not playing against each other, so it's not a team kill, but it is really cool to see 2 Crazy Raccoon players. We have Kushina, as you mentioned earlier, a brand new 6 months into the Crazy Raccoon Academy versus Kobayan. I wouldn't even say Kobayan's a veteran, but definitely has been a well-known name in Street Fighter 6 for a while now with his Zangief. And then Dual Kevin announced his sponsorship, joining Crazy Raccoon right before Capcom Cup this year also. So a lot of fresh talent here. Dual Kevin, not fresh talent, but freshly signed, versus Ryukichi, who has been a hell of a player in Street Fighter 6 so far. Notable performance to me was EVO Japan. You know, last year and the year before that, fell short just a little too meta on the title there, but was able to come back and do great last EVO Japan.
Yeah, absolutely. Still did well at this past EVO Japan, as you mentioned. Got 2nd place against Mena in 2025. Has had a hell of a run in this tournament, right? Has beat Enzo the Hokage, Crime. He actually started as kind of the veteran killer with beating Samurai and Nemo, and then he beat the youngins in Crime and Enzo. So across the spectrum, he don't care what age you are, you can get these hands. So he's going to be bringing those skills, of course, to the table, going up against Dual Kevin. It's going to be a good one, which Dual Kevin started a little bit rocky for his 2026, right? But he's kind of bouncing back lately. He got 5th at the World Warrior Midwest. He's making top 8 here. And it feels like in this tournament, he's playing more to win than he's playing not to lose. And I love that mindset. I love when he's kind of playing. And you can see that type of aura coming off of him. And he said he's got a new training routine on Twitter. So looks like it's been paying off so far.
Yeah, he was talking about how he felt like he's been struggling so far this year. Obviously outside of Capcom Cup, because he did pretty well at Capcom Cup this year. Yeah, World Warrior performance wasn't to his liking. So glad to see that he is in the top 8 here, and he's had a hard run. I think if you've been following Dual Kevin's journey throughout Street Fighter 6, he's been struggling a lot against Zangief. But he was able to take down Kobayan on his path here, so he was rewarded with having to play against Junior. And Junior is the one, the Zangief, that put him into losers here. And you can see through the bracket on the other side of losers is Kobayan versus Kushina. If Kobayan is to take it and Dual Kevin takes it here, he's gonna have to meet Kobayan once again. So another Zangief in his path, but again, really great to see Dual Kevin here. It's nice to see him in a jersey. I don't see him sponsored too often, so I'm very happy that Crazy Raccoon was able to pick him up.
Yeah, it's definitely a super dope pick, especially from a Japanese sponsor and him being North American. Super sick collaboration. And let's get into it here. Our first match of losers, Dual Kevin and Ryukichi. And yeah, Dual Kevin's been looking good. Of course, that's one of the big things about my man, that 9-frame stand fear is being able to just, drive rush cancel it. And we know the privilege of getting that drive rush cancel from a heavy bud, right? That means it's not just for free.
Yeah, and I love that he threw a mixer there to escape the range from the second one. Something I haven't seen too often, so must be tech that Kevin or somebody has developed for Sheik. But there is a stand medium punch that does connect for Ryukichi. Dry rush, able to get the level 1 off of it.
Ryukichi been so solid.
もうラードしそうだよ。ゆきちさんがね。お互いが。うわ、映画。映画も削る。もう削る。もう削る。
Definitely not even a jab, just a pixel of life left and able to get it out of side for now. But okay, ready with the throw on the DI reaction from Ryukichi.
Dual Kevin, I cannot believe he survived this long. So he missed the jump thinking a fan was coming again. I can't blame him, man. He was so perfect for so long.
I know. I mean, it's kind of a pattern that you see here after a tech throw. A lot of mines like throwing out fan, and he did the little delayed forward jump, but Ryukichi was ready. Nice block on the overhead from Dual Kevin.
Yeah, he actually made it out to stand heavy to start this round as well. We saw that it really worked for him in the last one, so Dual Kevin already adjusting. Taking up that space quickly in the mix this time. We got the corner. The OG whirlwind again actually clips him and gets a full juggle afterwards. Oh, parried off. Big damage. I think he was spaced out on the drive reversal so it didn't connect, and then DI to punish it at the end. What knowledge from Dual Kevin.
Nice jump in from Ryukichi there again. Able to get the level 1 started. But hard position for Dual Kevin to be in right now.
Dashed in, dashed out. But yeah, didn't have the level 3, so can't finish the job quite yet. Level 1 will get the enhancements going. Tried to fake out the safe jump, but Dual Kevin called it out. Only to not catch the empty low on the next one. 1-0 Ryukichi, but these two are going back and forth.
Really nice stuff from Ryukichi. Very, very dominating first game. We saw a little bit of fight back coming from Dual Kevin here, but he's definitely going to have to make some adjustments. Ryukichi, once he's on the offense, especially with the level 1, it's been kind of difficult for Kevin to deal with.
Immediately perfect parried. Dual Kevin, I like this. It's kind of letting Ryukichi come to him at this point since he's got the life lead, but quick little back throw, gonna have positional advantage, and that Pierce yet again, man. Spin mixer here, but we once again go with the fans since we got 4 of the bad boys. Kevin actually going with the shallow, sharper whirlwind to call out the jump. Waiting for the drive rush right there, but Ryukichi just letting the parry come to a close. I like that.
Pressure, Kevin having to fight out of the corner here. How's he gonna get it out? Ryukichi with the perfect spacing through the backdash as well.
Yet again, they actually made that spin mixer medium version a little more consistent against the jump in, so Dual Kevin making the most of that one. OD whirlwind jump to Ryukichi just trying to survive while he's in burnout here. He doesn't want to take this chip. Trying to walk forward, it looked like to kind of just thwart Dual Kevin's expectations, but got clipped on the way in.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't really have too many options there, so tried to make a hard read, didn't work out for him. First round goes to Kevin in the second game, but nice check with the stand light punch coming from Dual Kevin here, getting a counter hit. Ryukichi trying to bait something out with the forward dash, back dash.
Another throw here on the parry attempt. Ryukichi not afraid to do it again. Bets once more, gets the perfect parry. Time to side switch, but yeah, he actually still moved with the driver rush cancel. Bet on the overhead. Excellent defense from Dual Kevin. Nice in the driver's seat, but gets the counter. DI cancels it a super to break it up. Ryukichi, immaculate defense while in burnout here. And now the green is back up and bail out. Shout out Logan Sama.
Really, really nice reaction from Ryukichi there against DI. And again, there's that mixer. There's that perfect parry into the mixer. Something I guess Dual Kevin has been practicing quite a bit. Able to escape the pressure. There's a forward throw.
Got level 2 as well. He's got any saw on deck if he wants it. Doesn't bite on the Ryukichi, but punish counter fierce. That's all he gets now. Oh no, I thought he was gonna juggle with the eagle spot himself and burn out. Ryukichi committed though, thinking he would chip, thinking he would build to level 1. I don't know what that was about. Did not do enough clearly. And Dual Kevin ties it at 1.
Yeah, that was quite the scramble at the end there. Spending it with that OD eagle kick, eagle spike, and it whiffing, burning himself out. It was quite the scramble in the end for the chip damage at the end there.
Yeah, like, I don't know if that was, like, supposed to juggle, if it was an execution error, if he thought she would wake up and it was going to be Chip. Like, there was, like, so many things that were going on. It was so tough to keep a track of. But, man, Dual Kevin, nonetheless, gets the dub. And now going to start this one with an overhead. That's a good way to capitalize.
頑張れ、リュッチさん。デュアルケニーを作ってほしい
Yeah,
よ。
and then the elbow is not cancelable to level 1 either, so that might have been execution.
だってこの後もし
Either way, Dual Kevin
デュアル
very
ケニ
strong in
ー
this
が
round.
勝ち
He
進ん
already
じゃっ
started
たら
parrying
も
the
し
fans.
かしたら
Full
ダン
walk
に当た
patterns
るか
to
もしれ
bait
な
out
い
the
よ。
crouch medium kick and get a
力
whiff
士
punish.
さん
Oh,
ダ
that's
ン
a
に
Ryukichi fighting back.
から守ってあげてほしいよ。
Uh-oh. The shoulder taking him back to mid-screen, but
出なかった。
I mean, huge life lead on Dual Kevin's side right here. He's just gonna have to live through this onslaught, and he
ちょっと待って。
does with the low medium kick into the mixer there.
なんか白のユニフォーム爽やかでいいですね。素敵ですね。
A little jump out here. Both players trying to play it safe. Dual Kevin avoiding a lot of whatever that mixer is going to be that way. Ooh, the enhanced jump though.
おー、ナイス。
Nice the roll, cancel after the whirlwind, and
すげえ
again
そんな
you
感じ
see
にな
the
る。
walk
お
back,
ー、
but
ナ
a
イス。
drop.
うま
Oh
い。
no.
ナイスインターメージだ。
Might have been the worst timing possible for that drop from the eagle spike as well, but the level 1 is going to connect here, and we're going to get out of the corner as well. So Dual Kevin able to build some space back, but Ryukichi finding the hit with the crouch medium punch, taking Dual Kevin all the way to the corner again.
That was a wild corner carry on that combo. My goodness. Gonna be here to try to set up this last bit of chip, and I like that a lot. Just using the plus frames to set up one more shimmy. Even as Dual Kevin gets his drive back, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that was a feels bad combo for sure, dropping a combo into Eagle Spike, but we're going to see it connect this time. We're going to go straight into level 2. Perfect parry on the first hit, taking throw. Okay, not too much damage from level 2 there.
Oh my goodness, got caught. The bad guys were jumping at first, but then calling out Dual Kevin hovering outside the light range. Not gonna get a back throw as well, take the real estate for himself, but both players here fighting back aggressively. The double parry, but still.
Target combo, you can't get a punish on that target combo. Next hit for both really wins if they're able to get a strike.
Oh my goodness, what a call out! The drivers cancel and the DI to make the OSDP, but no, level 3 comes out. Then Dual Kevin hits the driver reversal, still gets clipped afterwards. Scrambles all throughout this set, but a sick call out regardless to get there in the first place.
I mean, we're seeing a lot of these call outs come out, right? We're like Junior showed it earlier, a lot of these drive rushes into the DI, which is a hard counter to the OS if you are going to do the OD mixer in between, if it's not a shoot block string between the drive rushes. So really hard call outs. Ryukichi dropped the combo, but it was fine. It was still enough for him to take that second game. And right now, Kevin is going to have to find a way to adjust because Ryukichi is up, and this is on the loser side. So loser of this is going to get eliminated.
Indeed, right? Only top 2 are qualifying into EWC, so only one chance left for everybody in the losers bracket. You cannot drop a dub till you get to grand finals. It's gonna be tough. Dual Kevin's gotta get 2 wins in a row here. Bring this one back. Ryukichi's been looking so solid, man.
And another block from Dual Kevin on the overhead. Might start seeing a couple lows come out from Ryukichi's side. We'll see. This is potentially the last game for Ryukichi.
Dual Kevin, it feels like he's playing very safe right now. He's like standing back even further than usual. But now we're up close here. He's made some big moves, including baiting out the reversal. We already got the corner, and the CQC is working. Again, staying outside that range that might like to press buttons at right, so he throws the whirlwind then. Puts her for big damage, and then once more, staying outside that crouch medium punch range this time.
So there's a nice hit confirm again. Not enough for the level 2 yet, and we're still gonna go with the wake up reversal from Ryukichi, and this time it does connect.
Man, and Kev, he tried to parry and then to cover, but another Ryembu drop. He's having to Ryukichi a couple of times now. Wow, both going for their overheads. What in the world?
My turn じゃなかった。
They are swinging at each other. Let's see how Dual Kevin capitalizes off this level 2 because we haven't seen him capitalize too much off of it in the previous rounds.
Hopefully block on the low, but then gets the shimmy afterwards to go to a final game. Dual Kevin and Ryukichi are both fighting for their tournament life.
I'm sure they're both very happy about the first of 3 here. A lot of space and a lot of room for adaptation, so with this being the very last game, I can only imagine all the incredible hard reads that are going to be coming out here.
Yeah, man, what could happen? You want to see is Dual Kevin gonna break out like the drive rush cancel with a throw or like a jump to beat the DI? Ryukichi tries to do that to beat the OSDP. I don't even know, man. We'll try to walk away after the overhead. It's -3, right? Ryukichi gets the throw in time, but a big call out from Dual Kevin. Gets out of the corner. We're already going to the other side.
There's the perfect parry again and into the mixer just to stop Ryukichi from walking forward, trying to follow up that fan.
Yeah, gets him out from under the bounce as well. Super smart. Now Ryukichi not afraid to throw a lot of fans here.
Trickling in within that range of the stand medium punch as well, just to catch Dual Kevin if he tries to approach.
Yeah, instead of fishing with these buttons like the fierce and the medium punch, there's just been a lot of fans from Ryukichi. It's been a big adjustment in this final game. See, even in these instances where he normally would, and then this time he doesn't even throw a fan, he waits for Dual Kevin to throw it or to jump the fan in anticipation. Very nice.
A little too much startup on the whirlwind there. Nice check with the stand light punch, and there it is. He's going to get the stun, but I don't think this is going to be enough, but he might be able to set up the level 2 from here.
Yeah, these machine combos can go for days. Like you said, he stops it right there. Ryukichi hits again on the OG reversal. This man won't stop letting it ride.
With punish again, something Dual Kevin has been so consistent about with the crouch medium kick. Nice perfect parry anti-air. Back throw. Dual Kevin in the corner.
Kevin, uses the close quarters that time. He gets the shimmy going. Baits out the level 1 as well. Got so much meter in the tank, both drive and super. We're gonna finish this off officially, only spinning the SRK, posting like it's 05. One more round for both sides.
Nice stuff. Both with 2 bars as well. Dual Kevin starting off the round with dry rush overhead. Ryukichi jumping over it, but gets shimmied straight into level 1. Let's see if Dual Kevin can survive this onslaught.
Dash. Taxes him for the jump out. Oh yeah, didn't have above 3 bars, right? So doesn't want to send the drive rush cancels on these crouch medium kicks. Dual Kevin is living from those hits because of the low drive, but now he's got more than enough to send one.
Catch him walking back with the sweep. Doesn't get punished regardless. His perfect parry. Again, blocking the overhead. We're going to get the perfect parry on the light punch, and then we're going to go straight into level 2. Is he going to find the burnout here? Yes, he is. Maybe. Almost there. There it is.
The overhead, though, yeah, it's not airborne at all. Uses the enhanced jump to trade air-to-air. Ryukichi still got a long way to go on this drive here, but has 3 bars to defend himself. And the Rienbu harassment is smart. Big jump risk. Another big jump risk. Dual Kevin, and he completes it. Dual Kevin, 3-2 over Ryukichi. All those bars in his pocket. And he put the onus on him, right? He's like, let me see you do it, bro. The pressure's on. We're in losers. There's another chance. Let me see you do it. And he could not live up to the moment.
I mean, that was so close, and it was so smart by Kevin because he slightly delayed the DI too. He didn't go straight from the heavy punch into a cancel. He did heavy punch, wait into the DI. Ryukichi was not ready, but I was so scared because Ryukichi is usually so ready for moments like that. But it was match game, set point, so you know everything is on the line. There are a lot of adrenaline's going. You know, unfortunately, Ryukichi was not buffering the level 3 at that specific moment. So that means Ryukichi is eliminated from the top 8, and Dual Kevin does get to move forward into the losers quarterfinals.
Yeah, Dual Kevin, I feel like I saw that a lot from him at SFL as well, where he had these like unorthodox DI timings. He didn't do it where a lot of other people flow charted into it, and because of that, he hits them more often than not. So good stuff right there from Dual Kevin to get it all the way through the losers. For now, right, he's going to be into losers quarters, where you alluded to, where he might end up facing Kobeon in that loser semis. So yeah, it's definitely, he might not be out of the Geef Woods just yet, but at least for this next match, he doesn't have to worry about that. He will have to face somebody that we'll find out soon, though.
Yep, we're going to have to find out right now because we are going to see Kobayan versus Kushina. And again, Kushina, you mentioned earlier, shout out to Incross. This is Kushina's first international tournament. Here, made it into the top 8, like previous Valorant player, right? Very similar to Sahara. This is his first fighting game. And again, he was just pulled into the Crazy Raccoon Academy just 6 months ago. And we're seeing the results. We're seeing how they're coming together. Put me through that academy. You know, I want to get top 8 at DreamHack Atlanta also. So excited to see this match. Kobeon also had quite the run. He had to beat Xiaohai to make it here into top 8. And the last time they played against each other, Kobeon beat Kushina, and this was at EVO Japan 2025, so it was just last year. And Kobeon has been doing like a pretty good run, you know, just at DreamHack Birmingham, he got 4th. So he is here trying to fight his way into that top 2 slot to get that EWC qualification.
Yeah, he already came close at Birmingham, right? Like, when you get that taste, you're definitely going to want the full course. So, but he's going to try it here again, of course. As you mentioned, he did beat Kobeon at EVO Japan 2025, but that was before Sagat was out, right? And, like, all the footage I could find on Kushina is of the past 6 months with Sagat.
Yep.
So, like, I don't know what he played at EVO Japan. Like, I don't know what his skill level was like at that tournament. But now he looks like elite level, right? As you mentioned, with the Crazy Raccoon squad over the past 6 months. He has plenty of matches against the top level players in Japan on the internet now. So he's bringing these skills to Atlanta, to DreamHack, to potentially qualify for EWC. But Kobeon, he's been right there. He wants it once again. So I'm excited to see this clash, man. Just in general, 2 characters I really like watching is Sagat and Zangief.
Yeah, and I don't know, are you following Kobeon on Twitter?
No, what was he been saying?
I don't know what it is. Every single time Kobeon comes to the US, he'll get like an Airbnb and he'll post a photo of his bed and Kobeon, and maybe it's like training for Street Fighter 6, but this man is sleeping on like cushions on the floor, like couch cushions, and he's just like, he's not even complaining on Twitter. He's just like, yeah, so happy to be here in America to compete for my EWC. And I'm just like, man, maybe if you got a proper bed, I don't know, maybe you would have gotten the top 2 at Birmingham. I don't, you know, but maybe this is his training. You know, you're putting your body through hard conditions, just to set yourself up for the hard conditions of Street Fighter 6. Especially as a Zangief player.
That's true, right? Yeah, that's definitely a struggle as a Zangief player in 6. So I can't fault him for maybe taking that struggle elsewhere in life. But like, he's just one of the very fit dudes, right? Like, he always be flexing and whatnot. So he shows off that he takes care of himself. So I'm quite surprised that he's like sleeping on cushions on the floor, making sure, or not caring if he gets a proper night's sleep or not. You know, all of us operate differently, and we're all wired different. So maybe that's the thing that really, you know, gets his synapses firing for the tournament day.
Maybe that is how he gets his proper sleep at night. Maybe that's just how Zangief players do it. You know, all they need is a pillow and something like a blanket to sleep on the floor.
I'm used to it, man. They come from the gutter, like, we'll sleep on the floor next to it. It's all good, man. But we said on the other side, Kushina not so former, or not of the gutter so much, right? Like we talked about, former Valorant player, similar path to Sahara, has spent the last 6 months on the Crazy Raccoon. I watched some of his matches yesterday, right? He beat Kills You, Moke, Tokido, and DCQ. I remember watching the Kills You match, maybe one of the DCQ matches as well. But he's got really good timings with Sagat. And Sagat is a super great character when you got that skill, because he's got so much range to him, right? He's got the stand fierce, the crouch medium punch, the stand medium kick, the tiger shots. Has all kinds of stuff that can take up a lot of space, and he's so quick to call out that space. So he's got like that type of stuff where he'll counter hit you, he'll whiff punish lights just because like his timings are good. He's got really great drive rush anti-check tools as well. He'll do stuff like the drive rush into Tiger Nexus all the time. He'll do full screen high Tiger Fireball into drive rush, and then like just completely stop and whiff punish your crouch button attempt. But right here, we got stand medium kick for stand medium kick to start it off.
They are certainly trading some buttons here. And as you mentioned, the long range that Sagat's buttons have, he's pressing lights and mediums while, you know, typical characters have to press their mediums or heavies. So
Yeah.
super long range, and Kushina is gonna get hit by the running OD bear grab.
Yeah, and that's the thing with Kobe on, right? He likes to let you know who the alpha is in the match. He will definitely establish the grabs early, look for the cheeky resets, test your reactions with the bear grab, all kinds of stuff. But we are going toe-to-toe right now in this hoss fight.
We're definitely pressing some buttons here. There's a forward low, light kick. Kobayan trying to find a way in, throwing in some lights there. But Kobayan, blocking, burning himself out.
Yeah, what if he ate that fireball to like not get burnt out, but then he got burnt out anyway. So and now 2 bars to his name. No, it was a little bit of delay, it looked like, from Kushina before the jab to make sure he didn't get clipped, but that could actually kind of cost you against Geef.
Kushina,
And no more meter.
Kobayan kind of jiggling the stick there.
Great recognition from Kushina right there. Knew he just needed one more instance of chip. Got the DP cancel. Very close first round.
Definitely, it was looking a little scary when Kushina miscalculated the chip damage or the timing that Kobayan was going to get his bar back, but nice stuff. Still able to burn himself out, get the chip damage, and Kobayan. So, I think one of Kobayan's signatures is the level 1 on jump back, so I'm wondering if we're going to see it in this set.
Oh, Kushina going with the overhead here, but still got a long way to go. Tried to get the little hezzy going, but Kobayan not flinching in the face on defense. Double jump, blocks the overhead at the last second. Tried to get the SPD as a reversal. That's one of the Kobayan specialties. Kushina's trying them everything right now. Wants to kill off the big body Geef. He's got the CA damage. He did get into the yellow before the super started. Oh no, dog.
Oh no, the Zangief health is right there, but in the range for the chip damage too, right? Kobayan has to buffer here. Unfortunately, the forward light kick from Sagat is going to beat out the stand medium punch from Zangief. Both very slow buttons, to be honest, but Sagat just came a little bit earlier.
Yeah, and I like Kushina not just kind of panicking or getting the security blanket of the tiger shot to get that last bit of chip right. We did see Kobayan have 3 bars, so he could have leveled 2 through the projectile. It would have been like a hard gap to shoot for sure, but it's possible, right? So Kushina just takes that possibility off the table, sticking with the forward step kick, try to get up in there for perhaps another chip out with a DP.
Yeah, really good stuff, because as you mentioned, the awareness of wanting to throw the tiger shot to chip him out, I did see a bit of a jiggle on Kobayan's side, so he was definitely looking for it to do a level 2, so really good patience from Kushina's side to not throw out a chipping projectile there.
So he's really consistent at confirming the stand heavy punch target combo. I think it's pretty easy to do, but nonetheless, I always see him completely confirming it right there. That was an especially easy one. Just bait out the whip punch, shuts down the heavy punch with the tiger shot, and he loves that. After throw tech, it's fierce damn near every time.
Yeah, I mean, Kobayan just tried to do four heavy punches back to back, and all of them Kushina's buttons.
Again, brother, fierce. Just meeting Kobayan in the middle every time he's trying to move forward. This is what I was talking about. He's got great timing and a feel for filling the gap, and now filling for the defense as well. Kobayan's decisions.
See the struggle from Kobayan here. Able to get the jump in on the fireball, not with the jump in button though. Okay. Establishing the SPD, we are going to connect it this time.
From such a distance, it was looking closer. Oh, he tried the drive rush check anti-strat there with the Tiger Nexus, but didn't work out. Kobayan waited on it, took advantage afterwards. Nice stuff.
I mean, ready with the perfect parry too. That's really ready for that.
Oh yeah, that was wild. See, and man, Kushina, he needs to have played a little bit. A little drive rush and a backdash, actually baiting out the SPD from Kobayan. Kobayan is like the best at SPDing on defense.
We're gonna see the full level 2 here just to go into the back throw, putting Kushina into the corner here, but throwing out that crouch medium punch. One of Sagat's best buttons, one of the best buttons in this game, I believe.
Yeah, most definitely. And right there, you saw that Kushina with a little hez. He stood up and then with crouched light kick, got Kobayan to stand, knowing he had the meter to actually convert, even from a light starter for the kill. 2-0. Yeah, this dude's pretty good, man. Definitely
す
gonna
ご
be
い
seeing
手
him a
錠を
lot.
取る持ちやすくしている
Yeah, I'm telling you, what are they doing in that academy over there, Crazy Raccoon?
考えていらっしゃる
Put me in. I am jealous.
Legit, bro. This is yeah, it's so sick to see all the academies from Japan and elsewhere kind of bringing along the next generation of fighting game players, and they're skipping a whole lot of steps and getting real good early with all the knowledge that their veterans have.
Yeah. Some sweet punish from Kobayan, but yeah, Zangief doesn't get too much off of whip punishes unless it's off his stand light kick, and even then you sacrifice a lot of damage. So Zangief has to find other ways to get his damage through the SPDs, through the headbutts, but Kobayan really hasn't had that much of an opportunity.
Yeah, Kushina, we saw that time. Was doing a whole lot of holding
なんか
up.
ジャストでさしゃがんで
He was
て
able
さ
to
おも
pull
ろい
him out a lot, and now perfect parrying the step kick as well. Super smart. But the drive reversal, we see that a lot from the Geese, but busting out with the ODDP while he still got some drive here to
下
work with.
はジャスパで上は
Parry
しゃが
back
み
to
な
back
ん
from Kobayan. Plus frames on the Tiger Knee. There's a drive reversal again. Kobayan doing everything he can to keep Kushina in the corner here. Nice conversion off the target combo, but not enough. Kobayan able to stop it with some light punches
ま
there.
さかいけ
Yeah, it looked like Kushina was trying to let the drive rush rock a little long to get into stay medium punch range. Got called out with the light, and Kobayan already established an SPD. Again, looking to counter his button timings now. We've seen it a couple of times.
なんか結構ジャンプふわってしてる
Another one countered into the drive rush kit. So only Larry into level 3. Let's get this lead as hefty as possible.
じゃあ、全然、なんで、ちょっと待って、嘘つきやめよう。
A little bit more of a sliver, two slivers of life on Kushina's side here, but I mean,
嘘つきになっち
we'll
ゃっ
see if
た。
he can make the comeback here.
みんなのせいで
dancing
嘘つ
around
きになっちゃったよ。
The fireball range and medium punch. There's a drive rush nexus again. Kobayan not taking the bait. Defensive SPD, as you mentioned. Kobayan has some of the best in the game with the defensive SPDs.
まさか、こ
Yeah,
の
most
まま
definitely. It was another one of those attempts, right, where he thought he would commit some type of check since he only needed lights and some damage. Try to call it out with the Tiger Nexus, but Kobayan hasn't fallen for those just yet.
守りきることができるのか。
Oh, another SPD, and yeah, I believe it's the heavy Tiger Nexus, so it's -3, so the SPD is not a true punish, but obviously a lot of people aren't doing stuff after -3. Establishing the plus with the drive rush stand medium punch.
そうだね、バッチリだったけど、ちょっと惑わされたわ、みんな。
Medium kick trying to Kobayan at bay, but Kobayan able to sneak in that drive rush medium punch target combo.
Yeah, look
Like likely
Hakushi
here on
back
Kobayan's
back.
side.
おお、よく避けるな、本当に。上の球、
Again,
下の
fishing for that
球。
light kick. Something you got to be really good at as Zangief, kind of get a feel for when that light kick is going to hit and send in the drive rush cancel. You see Kushina's kind of worked him down below the 3 bars. Kobayan's built back up, so maybe that's now on the table. The step kick is also establishing something to think
あ、
about
じ
in
ゃあ、
that
3
range.
つの球があって、みたいな。
Oh,
おお、何
what
これ
reactions.
何どうだった
He
の今
tried
何
the
があったの
SPD, knew he was going to jump out of it, but it didn't work.
I'm
お
wondering
ー、
if
ナ
it
イ
was
ス
just like
だ。
the timing of the frame of what he perfect parried on the Tiger Knee, because obviously it's an aerial move. So maybe it was just like a little one of the later frames of the Tiger Knee that's
やって
grounded.
くる。
Yeah, and then like,
こんな
because
通しちゃ
Kushina
ったら
held up afterwards, but I guess it was that magic window where he was grounded for the moments of the active frames of the air SPD. Oh, the media stand, media punch. Yeah, it's gonna give him a big follow-up afterwards.
やばいかも
Kushina gets to the corner. Oh,
でも、SC 使って。
no whip punish in
Kobayan
time.
trying to establish the game by walking up with a headbutt.
おー。
What a whiff punish right
Wow,
there.
Monty
Walking out of
Kyle.
stand heavy punch range.
Yeah.
This is the starter. He is dead to a CA now.
う
Also,
わ
they jump out. Oh, he eats the SPD on a pixel.
ーうまっ、カード。
Is back into
Kobayan's-
the neutral game.
He's got all his supers, right? He's got all the tools. He's got the anti-projectile.
Wait,
He's got the 0 frame at the flash level 3. That's why he's trying to keep his distance. He's got the anti-air level 1.
ツンツンツン。
Throwing out those jabs just in case Kushina wants to approach.
2回
My goodness, bro. Kobayan. That's what we
Yeah,
talked about, though. He wants to let you know he's the alpha
Korea.
of the matchup right there. Not afraid to SPD, not afraid to
Korea.
approach. and establish the grabs, we're going to a final game.
Yeah, I mean, the light SPD range surprises me every single time because that last one was so far away. It was like he did the dry rush couch light kick at the tip of his toe, and the light SPD was still able to connect there.
Yeah. Never blame anybody for getting got by a light SPD. Oh man, the perfect carries from Kobe on. Been so clutch in this set. Be able to switch sides on him, trying to catch him jumping out, but instead Kushina sends the DP.
Definitely wants to get some space off of them. Trading buttons now, 2 counter hits back to back. Okay. Leon, so consistent with punishing, with the sweep, also catching them walking back.
He's gonna establish the throw one more time. Kushina goes back to set point. See if Kobayan though can dig deep here. Couldn't quite get a punish on that stand. Fierce committed to it. Saw the neutral jump, but the neutral jump option is not that great if you need something from range. Big defensive SPD yet again, the Kobayan special.
Go for the SPD after the light kick this time. Kushina's just doing a drive rush, but nice reaction to the fireball. It is going to be a punish with the level 2 coming from Kobayan.
Oh, big perfect parry on the head, but though Kushina finally got that. Tiger Nexus extensions, launch him to the corner. Look at my carry. Oh, calls out the fake jump though. And then calls out the reversal afterwards. Kobayan. Oh, the big meter build as well with the OD double German. Look at that. He almost put the whole bar off that DI into OD double German.
I don't know, the breakdown C or level 3 as well. That's like the scariest Zangief you could ever have. Level 3 Zangief. You'd be too scared to pressure him.
Man, Kobayan is so smart for that one. Kushina, though, not gonna spin any of his meter just yet. Oh, the scramble ensues with the SPD strikes. Oh, man. He's out of range, tags on for some damage. Knew he couldn't commit to anything else there, but he can commit to this one. OD, maybe he didn't want to cancel or he was too close. Or too far, I should say. Neutral jump to call out the button. Kobayan. What a way to close out this set.
Like beautiful adaptation from Kobayan's end. Like in the beginning, we saw the struggle in the neutral against the offense against Kushina. Just Sagat having those buttons, Kushina with the timing of the buttons, the confirms. But Kobayan obviously has done his homework because the first, as you mentioned, Kushina loves doing drive rush Tiger Nexus, and like that's your player research, right? Clearly, Kobayan did the same research because the first time Kushina tried to do it, Kobayan immediately perfect parried it and then punished it the second time. So. Really nice stuff from Kobayan coming back. Didn't seem like it was the easiest matchup for Zangief, but Kobayan at the end, even without having to use a level 3, had the threat of the level 3. So really good spacing from Kobayan there.
Yeah, you know, one of the things we like to say on commentary is the threat of an option is as powerful as the option itself, right? So that level 3, of course, is always one of the biggest things looming in the shadows that is actively on the player's mind, and Kobayan knows how to use that against his opponent every time. So beautiful round 1. I can't wait to crown our qualifiers and our champion for DreamHack Atlanta. We are going to take a quick break here and be back with more Street Fighter. Don't go anywhere.
ケビンさんの反応もひどいと思うよ。私本当にひどい。ケビンさんの反応を見たくて。待ってるやばいそれ。待っててケビン。なんかそういう感じだったら可愛らしいけどね。
No two competitors are the same.
違うですね。
Run on routine for the chance
シ
to
ベ
win
リアンエ
big.
クスプレスで走ってくるでしょ。
Some make time to rise through the brackets.
いいな、白いデバイ
Some
ス。
lock in with confidence. However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of
白
competitor.
にした。
PlayStation tournaments. Sign up today on PS5.
デスクトップ前。
プレイステーション。
なんか大パンさ、黒だもんね。認識黒以外の色が出る時代になったら無理か。なかなか変われないもんね。 その、車と一緒でさ、でも車、どうなんだ。車は、あんま関係ない。車と一緒であんまり変われない。そう、壊れないからさ。壊れない限りはさ、変われないじゃん。いろんな色を用意するっていうのが難しいのかな。なんか水色とか、緑とか出たら買いたいな。ここまですよ、おはよう。ケビン今のうちに垂直ジャンプしとっていいね。確かに。小回りおはよう、おはよう。あ、小回り寝坊した。いや、全然、まだまだ、あれですよ、これから。まだまだこれからですよ。おはようございます。こまりちゃんとミラー見に来たで、ありがとう。超嬉しい。ごめんね、でもさ、あれなの、ちょっとね、風邪がまだ治ってなくて、咳がちょっとうるさいかもしれないんです。けど、ぜひ、ちょっと、一緒に見れたらなと思っております。こまりちゃん、おはよう。おはよう。おはよう、おはよう。みんな、すごい。みんな、いい時間に起きてるね。すごい健康的、当たり前か。みんなは当たり前なのかな。いや、偉いなと思って。私と違って偉いなって。もう、体調崩しなくちゃってさ、ほんとに。体調管理しっかりしないと。ありがとう。ありがとうね。熱測っとくか。毎朝ね、熱測ってるんだけど、熱測りチャレンジしてるんだな。昨日でも、昨日37度ぴったりだったんだよね。だから、日に日に下がっててるから、日に日に1度ずつ下がってる。すごい。ちょっとイヤホンをしてる。だから、大丈夫かな。結果ね、今ね、結果言わない方がいい。ネタバレになっちゃう方がいい。結果とか言ったら。ありがとう。私、終わったらしっかり寝て風邪直しました。ありがとう。今ね、ネンフィルさんとジュニアさんが水預かってる。水預かったのが、ケビンさんと小林さんがね、だから、ケビンさんが談義と当たる可能性があって、楽しみですなっていう話をさっきしてました。ね、昼と夜の気温差でやられちゃった。なんか、配信でハーハーしてたらごめんね。息切れをし
What's good, everybody? Welcome back to DreamHack Atlanta, the road to EWC, of course, where we're crowning a DreamHack Atlanta Street Fighter 6 champion and 2 qualifiers into the esports World Cup. So, of course, myself, Orange, along with Sherry Jennings. How you doing, Sherry?
What's up, y'all? I'm so happy to be here. This is the first time I get to commentate DreamHack Atlanta, and it's with you nonetheless. So it's really cool that I got this opportunity to watch all of these matches. That's probably my favorite thing about commentating top 8s, right? Like, you get to see the talent, you get to commentate and talk about Street Fighter while we're watching this incredible Street Fighter 6 gameplay. And we just went through all of round 1 from winners into losers. We have Nephew and Junior sitting in winners finals, and in losers quarterfinals we have Shigematsu versus Tobion, and then we're going to see VX Bao versus Dual Kevin as well. So I think I just did a quick search on the background between, like, the match history between all these players, and none of that exists, meaning that these players have never played each other in Street Fighter 6. So this is going to be the first time they all play each other, so really excited to see this go down.
Yeah, that's awesome. Getting to see new matchups, especially with players clashing from different regions at an international elite level. That's what fighting is all about, right? So that's what we got a full top 8 of here at EWC. And of course, Dual Kevin slays one Mai for the reward to be another Mai. And VX Bow stepping up to the plate here, dropping down. Actually, our only 3-1 set. Oh, actually, I was going to say, I know Bison is on paper pretty good against Rashid, so he might break that out instead, and that is what he does.
Yeah, and we saw the Expo Inwards just play my one match and went straight into the M Bison after. And unfortunate for Dual Kevin there, Eagle Spike does get blocked. Not exactly sure what he was trying to snipe out there.
Oh, my man Dual Kevin needs to holler at Peacemaker. The Eagle Spikes are not him. But now, we're going to be able to drive reversal him away.
Definitely just to get some pressure off. Yeah, this matchup also not necessarily the easiest for Rashid as well. I know a lot of Rashid players complain about this matchup against M Bison.
Yeah, this is sweet shit. With punishing the big heavy kick from Dual Kevin, but the dropped combo, and of course the burnout against the the drive reversal against the burnout opponent gonna be safe.
Fourth throw here, not enough to build a level 2. Psycho pressure, I think, to Chip. Does get caught by... Oh! What a check from Dual Kevin. Does not bite on the shimmy. Instead answers with the delayed light punch, and it does connect on Dual Kevin's side. Is he able to turn the tides on this round?
And now wow, calls out at the driver's cancel pressure. Cool jab. Right, it came from a medium punch, so I like the challenge.
Yeah, we know how much VXBOW likes to challenge with buttons.
Yeah, definitely. So, plays characters like Bison from time to time where they don't got much reversal beyond that. So he's gotten real good at picking those timings. Can mash the lights out. And right now, he's just going for a ride, bro. Wow! Just right 4 times in a row, I think. 3 throws into baiting the super, or baiting the reversal, excuse me.
I mean, that's just how Street Fighter 6 goes down, right? Like, you take the throw loops as much as you possibly can, and then eventually when you decide to do anything that beats a throw, you lose in the 50-50 guess.
Let me tell y'all out there, when you wrong 4 times in a row in anything, it tends to not go well in whatever you're doing. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness, hesied on him right there. Got Dual Kevin to stand up for a second. Hit the low, but wasn't expecting it. And then he eyes the stead heavy kick. Had some good counters to that so far. We saw him walk back and get the whip punish earlier, but Dual Kevin, better counter with a wake up throw.
Yeah, very good read from VXBOW, honestly. Dual Kevin, one of the Rashids to me that likes using that roundhouse kick quite a bit at this specific range. And there it is, there's a whip punish coming from VXBOW on that specific heavy kick.
Has 3 heavy kicks in a row, been shut down. Yeah, it felt like a timing where he would do it again, but now he's trying to think of something else. Sneaks one in there, not ready for the jump in. Oh, and then gets clipped by the target combo commitment. Put a ring on that bad boy, VXBOW.
Level 2 enough to take the kill here. Very, very fast rounds, to be honest. I can't believe it's already almost second game point for VXBOW here.
Oh, nice from Dual Kevin though, picking up Fierce. Beat him to the button right there, but too early on the throw.
Yeah, definitely missed the meaty timing on throw. Gets punish countered. Here is a bomb to reward you for missing the timing on the throw. And same thing for VXBOW. A little 2+ on the explosion there. Forces the throw to whiff here.
Definitely been looking to press back with that Fierce. This is a long startup button. So nice adjustment on the target combo this time. Stuff right back at you. VXBOW fighting out of the corner. Not looking for the back throw, actually. Just looking to keep this momentum going forward. Good job avoiding the punish counter. And then too far for the throw. Man, both players are just moving at high speed right there. VXBOW, a slight miscalculation after the first jab. Thought he was in range to get a little tick throw off, but just outside it.
Yeah, definitely these small miscalculations have been adding up, which led for the win for Dual Kevin in that round. But something that I noticed that like a lot of players just like throwing dual Kevin. I think they recognize that he's willing to take the throw many times.
Yeah, he definitely tends not to bet as much as a lot of players with like active defensive options. And now though he's gonna establish the whirlwind. Ooh, heard some perfect parry in there, but nonetheless here trying to hit VX Bow with his own medicine. Oh, but again got caught looking for the reversal parry after the whirlwind. No, not quite, but it's about a pixel. Eddie risked that pixel with one more parry. Oh, and level 1 from VX Bow. Being like, you know, I got enough life, enough of a lead here to risk getting punished for this wake up level 1. So it does it, and it pays off. 2-0 lead.
And definitely, Dual Kevin's gonna have to find a way to kind of slow down the pacing that VX Bow has right now. He's very aggressive and is forcing Dual Kevin to have to make decisions that he doesn't want to. In these knockdown ranges in the corner, he's taking a lot of these throws, these forward throws that are putting him into the corner, which leads to even more throw loops. And the punish if Kevin does try to jump out the corner as well, that we saw VX Bow do earlier, landing the bomb on him. Yeah, Dual Kevin's gonna have to find a way. Maybe he has to play the aggressor here, but we'll see. We'll see how Kevin adapts here.
Indeed, right now, all the way back to the corner again. Oh yeah, no AT even put out there, and VX Bow so patient, but the full combo just outside that range. Just scratching and clawing Dual Kevin down a bit now.
Yeah, you see him kind of moving forward and backwards away from a range just in case Dual Kevin doesn't want to jump out. But if not, he's able to sprinkle in those medium, either stand medium kick, low medium kick, and back into the throw loops.
And once again, identifying that DK is willing, just down, backing out. We got 1 round left to do so. Oh, the micro movement right there, though, catching the blind. Beautiful whip punish.
Medium punch as well. Again, getting the meat here, getting the counter hit. Nice frame kill. Throws a perfect parry attack from VX Bow. Another throw. Dual Kevin answering with his own string of throws. But Kevin's gonna have to fight for his life right now.
Finding the roundhouses go his way this time, but tried to challenge the driver's cancel pressure. VX Bow kept it tight and then beats out the reversal afterwards. 2 huge call-outs. Oh, a third one as well. Definitely gonna burn him out here. This is gonna be a long way for Dual Kevin to go. Oh, never mind. I forgot how much damage Bison just outputs at the end. VX Bow 3-0.
Oh my gosh, just like that. What is the Simpsons meme? Is like, he's dead already.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, yeah, like, Kevin just had to go for it. We've seen how many times he's taken a throw, and it just had to go down to his back on the line for the set point where he started to do more wake-up reversals, and VX Bow was already comfortable just delaying his buttons, delaying his throws, and, you know, by the second one, Bison sitting with all the bar in the world, the super bar and the drive bar. That was definitely GG for Dual Kevin, and VX Bow moves forwards into the loser semis. We're going to see him play against the winner between Shigematsu and Kobayan. So, really dominating performance from VX Bow there. The Bison pick really pulled through.
Yeah, it's just such a tough situation to bet on, right? Like, you're like, okay, like, if I eat one more DP, then I die. So surely he doesn't think I do that, so I can get away with this DP. But, you know, it's just one of those things where it's very hard to call in the moment. So big ups to DK, obviously getting this far in one of the most densest tournaments that Street Fighter 6 has ever had to offer. So I hope that does a lot for his confidence. It definitely should going forward. Can't wait to see him on the CPT season throughout the year. But VX Bow, man, you already mentioned he qualified in 1 game earlier for EWC, and now he's looking to qualify in Street Fighter. Again, it's only top 2, but he's on his way.
Yeah, I mean, this is VX Bow's tournament. He has quite the dominating performance so far, and maybe, you know, if they're able to fully run it back, he might see Nephew again in grand finals. We'll see. He's got at least like 2 more players to make it through, so we'll see if he makes it into grand finals. But first, we are going to see the Zangief Kobayan versus Shigematsu the Blanca.
Yeah, Shigematsu, you know, he drew both Zangiefs for his top 8, right? He had to go against Junior in the winner side of things, and now going up against Kobayan in the loser side of things. But like we talked about when he was going up against Junior, they were teammates, they're both on Riddle. It definitely seemed like he was extremely familiar with the Zangief matchup. He was ready for a lot of the resets and whatnot. But the thing about that is, like, it feels like the Zangief matchup is so dependent on the player you're used to playing, right? Because the Zangiefs are so different from each other. They have such different paces and tempos that they like to play at. So I don't know if this is going to help or hurt, really, for Shigematsu, but we're going to find out shortly.
Yeah, I definitely agree there. And I mean, we know Shigematsu has a Zangief practice, right? Because he plays against Junior quite a bit. So approaching Kobayan, like the way that we've seen Kobayan play, is a lot of the light kicks into SPD. We see a lot of resets come out from Kobayan's side, and we saw from the winner side that Shigematsu does not like getting resetted by Zangief. He is already like willing to do the reversals many times, whether it be super or even the OD up all, right? So I feel like the onus will really be on Kobayan to adjust to how Shigematsu wants to play.
Yeah, I agree. Shigematsu was really prioritizing not getting resent into the SPDs. So it was reversals. It was a lot of jumps as well. He was just real willing to commit to the up back to get out of those situations a lot of time. And Kobayan, to me, is a more aggressive SPDer than Junior is. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if he tries to condition this player early, Shigematsu early, to make sure that he's able to establish those later on and really land the SPDs when he needs them the most, or if he's going to try to do his usual game and see just throw him off early on. It's going to be a fun one regardless, because Shigematsu has that matchup experience as we talked about. He's an exciting player in his own right. We've definitely seen some hard call-outs earlier on in the bracket in the top 16 and top 32. Was doing all kinds of nonsense with calling out people's DPs with his own Blanca ball and wake up, doing stuff like drive rush cancel and a hop back to bait out OSDPs and whatnot. So he's definitely about it. We'll see if he can call some stuff out up against Kobayan.
Yeah, I mean, I just noticed he wears shades to play. Like, I don't even know if they're prescription glasses because he just busted them out. Like, maybe the shades, the tint gives him a bit of an advantage there, just to dumb down the brightness that is of Street Fighter 6. Maybe it allows him to see drive rushes better.
You know, something. It definitely adds to the aura at the very least. That's what I like about it. When I saw him put on the shades, I was like, this is how he plays. You see the way he sits there and kind of the vibe he gives off. That is very much the same thing in game. So it's going to be a fun one. And Kobayan's a little bit similar. I feel like he's a little bit stoic and just chill in his seat, and he's a little bit more aggressive in game. But you know, when you see these two sit down, you know the type of fight that we're in for. It's going to be a slobber knocker, to say the least.
Yeah, definitely agree there. Both these players have a lot of aura, and to be honest, I like Zangief play because it's so high risk, high reward. It's always exciting to me, right? Especially in the hands of Kobayan. But like, I'm the player that hates playing against Zangief, but I love seeing it happen to other people.
Yeah, exactly. He's one of the best characters to compensate. One of the worst, characters to fight against in terms of how you feel. But in terms of sitting on this side, sitting on the desk, getting to express the excitement, he always brings that. So very excited. And Blanca is very similar in the sense that, like, I have forever hated fighting against Blanca, but I'll commentate the hell out of a Blanca match. Him putting the doll out, fresh out of Pop Mart, doing all kinds of mix-ups. It's going to be a good one, bro.
Definitely. So when you block the lightning beast activation, you're like, oh, here we go again. I'm sure all the Street Fighter 6 players know that experience, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. The lightning beast going to be in the cut, and it's always a scary sight. Kobayan, see the answers, bro.
Yeah, let's see how they play against in the neutral. Kobayan, I think he likes throwing heavy punch out a bit more than how I was watching Junior play, but Kobayan, they both like throwing out sweeps a lot, quite a neutral, and Shigematsu establishing it earlier with an early slide.
Lightning. Brace up, spin a whole lot of driving here to do so, but man, the meaty back medium kick. Very efficient combo out spinning a drive meter, get himself back up, and Kobayan big risk on the parry, puts him a throw away from death, and Shigematsu knew he would try to avoid it. Crouch light kick for the kill.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's kind of like the general strategy that you want to play against Zangief also, mainly because he doesn't have a reversal, is to establish that offense early in game, spend the bar, spend the drive meter, get the lightning beast off so you can establish the offense.
Yeah, 100%, right? You really want to kind of smother Zangief before he gets that level 2. And even with level 2 being slow on startup, you can still smother. It's only that level 3 that you really have to worry about defensively. Oh, man, that's that heavy kick. Yeah, Shigematsu, as we talked about, he likes throwing it out there. Max range. Got a bit of a distorted hitbox on the tip of it, so makes sense. Spine buster, though. Oh.
Tried to bait out the up ball, but Shigematsu ready with the wake-up throw there.
Here trying to get Shigematsu, goes to the skies, but he's not giving it to him yet. Ooh, safe jump, stomped him out. ATL once more, big shouts out. Oh, body slam, bro, textbook.
Enough damage on the punish counter for it to get that round. Then you have to do an SPD. But let's see, Shigematsu building up another level 2. He honestly hasn't gotten much off of his level 2, so I'm gonna see what he does. I feel like he needs to be a bit more efficient with the level 2. So let's see what he gets off of this round.
Hopefully, he's gonna make more of it than he has previously, and that's where we're going real quick. Lightning Beast in the corner. Pop Mart? Oh yeah. Oh, but he just tries to give it to a throw and didn't have the timing there. A lot of the times the Blancas, from what I remember from the previous patches, had time to cover those throws, but we're scrambling again. He just put the gas to the floor. Oh, juggling with the dolls now. Okay, I see you.
Again, block champ. Thank you. Hurtbox so big, but still had to force himself to block the Blanca champ from the other side.
Kobion, he's gotten to where he needs to be now, right? We see him struggle all throughout this match so far, but he got CA on deck. Ooh, risking the jumps. And Shigematsu, he tried to bait out the super right there. Oh, he canceled after the light kick. He gets past the toss, goes into the CA. It's from a combo, but it's still big damage.
Big damage. Is it enough to kill? And it is. Of course it is. Zangief, why wouldn't it be enough to kill?
Kobion. Impressive, man. This is the life of the game, though, man. It looks like you're gonna lose the whole match, and somehow you're the one with the W on the board.
Yeah, I mean that was really great timing on the drive rush there. I mean, Kobion, these neutral jumps from Kobion, working really well in his favor in the previous match and in this set.
Absolutely, yeah. We saw the neutral jumps kind of counter the long buttons from Sagat. He's definitely doing some similar things here with some of the options from Blanca. Checking the drive rush with a big fierce. He's looking super comfortable now.
Definitely looks very comfortable playing, even if he's in the corner. Huge life lead. There we go with the sweeps once again, getting the counter hit here. Shigematsu's gonna have to find another way to get his offense started. There's a running bear grab. Very not typical of Shigematsu not being ready with the reversal there.
Oh my goodness, Kobion!
The rees are there.
Yeah,
Seen the costume. Active Lightning Beast, the freeze the screen for the easy ants here. Smart stuff. My goodness, nice jumble as well.
Trying to find a way to burn out Kobion, and there it is. Gonna go for the early stun here. Has to try to build some bar back too because you don't want to get burnt out against Zangief.
Oh my goodness, Kobion to easily punish another level 2 for the fans.
人形ジャスパってできるんだ。どういうタイミングで人形ジャスパしてるのそれ。
and how he's one of the best Zangiefs by doing that. I also think he's one of the best Zangiefs with the utility of his stand liking, whether it be a whiff punish or even a drive rush, just to lock the opponent down. But the stand liking has led to the win of every single round so far, I think, for Kobion.
Yeah, that's his ride or die, 100%. That's his body, that's his Clyde, wherever it may be. That LK rides with him, and he's very good at utilizing it. Oh man, nice job from Shigematsu though. Let's face the same medium punch. Do stuff down.
Oh, God, what's
On a reversal coming out of the drive reversal, which grants each one of his favorite punishes. The level 1 as well for the wheel kick punish. Oh, hyper bomb real quick, you know.
No bar to be seen on Shigematsu's side. And there it is, just like that, it becomes set point for Kobion. Kobion, he just has made all the correct reads so far against Shigematsu.
Yeah, 100%. Like, it's a tough set to play when the Zangief was able to call you out like this. You saw the air-to-air throws, beautiful whip punish on that spaced out heavy kick that I was talking about from Shigematsu earlier.
Shigematsu finally able to drop some offense, but there is a tech throw from Kobion early in the corner. Nice drive rush check from Shigematsu, burning himself out. We're gonna spend the bar here. No, we're not. Chan, out.
Backed up a little bit. DI here, but bets on the level 1 because Kobion would keep the impression of correctly, but man, that's a scary wake up.
quickly.
そうだか
Knew
ら
that Kobayan was probably gonna try to press the button since he had a pixel, but nice stuff. Able to fight for his life.
火が
And
出る
still has to make quite the comeback here.
出し潰しちゃえばなんとか治るはずだ
Tries to establish the throw, but Kobeon this time, one holding up back. Oh, I was gonna say pretty good at fighting from range, but just as I think that Shigematsu is gonna find a clean whip punch in the lightning beast. Yeah, the thing with Shigematsu is that he commits that lightning beast, a lot of it to the combo that like activates it on. You see most Blanca's used it as a mix-up tool. Nice DP though out of that.
There's that medium punch that's so good, so disjointed from Blanca's side. Using a bit more neutral here because Zangief definitely has a hard time with punishing a bit. We are going to get on his side. Kobeon, applying the pressure.
Oh my goodness, he jumped in there! Super the landing from the air ball! Kobeon! How, dog? How are you this high level, bro? Oh!
My lord, that damage, but yes, the neutral jumps again. He knew that Shigematsu was going to try to do something, and especially from that range. He set it up for that ball, the Oni ball to whiff there.
マジか
Really,
ありそうだ
and
ったけ
punish
ど
with the
な
level 3. Oh gosh.
ありそうだったよね
Kobeon. These Zangief players, they have to make these hard reads, and it has been wildly successful for Kobeon here, and just like that, he takes it over Shigematsu. 3-0, moving him forward into loser semifinals to play against VX Bao.
He's the Zangief that like did the crazy call-outs against Dual Kevin at Evo France, right? Like I'm pretty sure it was Kobeon and Dual Kevin where he was like...
So Kobeon beat Dual Kevin at Evo
God.
France, and just, I mean,
like...
he has such a consistent performance. We're like just fourth at DreamHack Birmingham. We're back in the same position now here at DreamHack Atlanta, and yeah, I'm so excited to see his next match. I'm saying Zangief, like I would be so upset if I got hit by that, but it was so sick to see it happen to somebody else. So really good stuff from Kobeon. Level 3s, I think he almost had a level 3 in every single game that he hit for the round win. So
to do that right there, to basically punish the landing of the air ball after neutral jumping to avoid it, like, I mean, yeah, the lengths he goes to make this character work with some of the hard reads he does against his opponents, man, like, it requires such high knowledge of not only the character, but the player tendencies of that character, right? Like, he has so much matchup knowledge of everybody else's character, and that's why he's able to make this work at this level, but that was unbelievable, man.
Yeah, I mean, that was the first time Shigematsu also, like, introduced that option as a wake-up. He actually hasn't been doing it too much throughout the entire set. And then finally, when he chooses to do it, he gets rewarded with a level 3 from Zangief. So, again, a lot of player knowledge. Like, there's obviously game knowledge, right, that you need to know, but the player knowledge is so significant in a top 8 of a tournament at this level, so...
Yeah, exactly. Right? Like, a lot of the time, the air ball is something that's a great option against people. Like, especially just going up, it'll dodge some of the normals that people try to delay with. Obviously, it beats throw immediately. So, it's one of those options that it tends to beat most things that you can throw at it. You gotta have to call it out in certain instances. And, man, he called that... he called it out better than I've ever seen it called out. So... Big ups to Kobeon.
It was the most optimal way to call it out. Not even a combo. We're going to just go straight into level 3.
Wow, that was really cool, really cool. So, as you saw, our winners finals is getting ready to go up next. It is going to be Nephew versus Junior, winner of which is qualified for EWC. They're not, of course, guaranteed to first place in this tournament, but top 2 is going to EWC. So, this next match will be for one of the qualification spots.
Definitely. And those playing the grand finals both would be qualified into EWC, and they'd be fighting for the Lions. What do they call it?
The
Lion's share of the pot once you hit first place at this tournament. But yeah, both are fighting for the qualification right now. And I was talking about how exciting it is to see Zangief matches, right? So now we get another Zangief match within Junior versus Nephew. I don't necessarily know how Zangief's feel about playing against Jury players.
ちょっと笑うと咳出るから死ぬから喉がね、なんか喉が大変なことなんだから待って小林さんが笑っていた。
She's able to dry rush in, be in your face immediately, and start the pressure. Like I think she has some
な
of
ど
the best
数
corner
々の
pressure
政
in the
治
game.
的
So
発言を残して
really
Yeah, I
excited
feel
to
that.
see, you know,
名
Becky
言
versus
じゃ
Junior.
ん、もはや
The
さ、名
first
言
World
だ
Warrior
ね
for the West Coast just happened, and
言
Nephew
わ
had
な
to play
そう
Danny
だもん
Pham
ね
in it, and he did beat
う
Danny
る
Pham
って
2-0,
言えば
which is a longtime Geef player. I heard through the grapevine of Jake Ryan that Danny Pham was confident
あ
against
ヘッ
Nephew
ドホン
though,
は
so
どうなって
maybe
ヘ
it's
ッ
not
ド
a
ホンは
bad
ヘッドホ
matchup,
ン
so to
どうなん
speak.
だ
But
これ
Nephew seemed
と
as confident
ネ
and
ヒュー
as
さんはヘッ
competent as
ドホン
anybody
を
else
し
in
ない
it. So
派かもしれ
this
ない
is definitely going to be a fun one just to see clash, because like you, Sherry, I haven't seen this one that much. I'm not sure how the
ネ
players
ヒュ
of
ー
the
さん
characters
は
feel
炭
about
酸
it.
を
So
飲んでた
I
し
feel like we're all going to get educated right now and see a really high level set between this matchup. It
ね
doesn't happen
確か
too
に
often.
残業左
Yeah, I mean,
派
I like just thinking just
Nephew
character to
さん
character.
左
Like
派な
Zangief does have ways around the low fireball that juries like to do so much. We've seen
True.
Nephew do it quite a bit too, but you know, Zangief, he can knee hop over it, he can wheel kick over it. Both kind of risky, not too much risk on the knee hop, depending on the spacing, but you know, there's movements and evasion around how Jury likes to set up her offense, starting with the neutral. So I want to see how Junior approaches this matchup.
Yes, indeed. And then juries, they
わ
like
か
to
る
end
よ
the
わかるよ
block
大
strings
丈
as
夫だ
well,
よ
like
さ
in
す
the
がにね
fireball. I'm trying to remember how
私
negative that is. I feel like
私
it's
口
minus 5. But if that's the
私
case, that's
も
always a dangerous thing to do up
食べ
against
ます
Zangief,
か
of
ら
course, with
わ
the
かりましたよ
5-frame SPD.
ありがとう
Oh, it's minus 8, so it's a lot more than that. Or, oh, it's minus 3, actually, with the stock,
さ
I
せ
see.
て
So
ください
not quite a true punish, but something to look out for in
あ
case
もしかし
Nephew
てまた
doesn't
ザンギが
just
強
hold
キ
up
ャラ
out of those situations. Could be a
強
defensive
キャラ
SPD
だと
coming
で
out.
も思ってるんじゃないかねやばいいつから強キャラだと錯覚していたってこと
Get right after this.
ね
Now does he have her grab?
Jury has some of the best buttons in the game, definitely some of the best shimmy.
そうだよ 2B がいったらさそれ
Just like that, Junior's
左
burnt out in the corner
むし
here.
ろこれが多分絶対正しいんだよ 2B が
Again, just bullying here with the fireball block strings. DI through everything, as we mentioned. That level 1 does not help you in those DI sequences.
Reversal does connect. Junior trying to build some space out of the corner here, but the Nephew fighting back. Fire rushes in again. Junior back to the corner. Does take the throw this time.
Got the jab, and then Nephew tried to parry after the headbutt. He lost so much drive from eating the headbutt on block and then parrying
頑
afterwards.
張ってほしいねジュニア様
What? Does confirm the Renko kicks, puts Junior on a pixel here.
で
Oh,
ザンギはここ
DDT
から
for a
全然あるも
chance.
んなうわ待ってある
Interrupt the point as well as keep it on his back. Titan tried the reset for the kill, but Nephew well aware.
うわうわ
Very, very good awareness because Junior did not have a combo kill in that situation. Had to go for resets.
マジ
Really was
か
for jumping out of the corner and getting the punish. Doing an early level 1. Again, we're seeing this again. Junior's back in the corner.
何やばい
Gets
何
thrown 3 times.
頑張る何
Takes the 4th throw.
おマジか
Here.
いいねいいね
That time and catches the opponent up after the headbutt again, but this time Nephew not gonna let that drive rush pressure continue. Calls it out with the crouch medium kick. Level 3 will have enough damage even with full health.
あ
And a wake up low medium kick nonetheless too from Nephew.
Yeah, really like knowing that Zangief is gonna press something that's most likely not a light button after that drive rush, right? I think we saw the start of it like standing medium push, something like that. And knowing that the drive rush has to be towards the end of it anyway, it's not gonna be like an actual true gapless thing unless you put the light out.
And man, again, when we talk about the study that the players do against each other, we see the neutral jump come out from Nephew to evade the running bear grab coming from Junior, which we've seen a couple times come out already from his side. Not even against Nephew, but in the earlier matches.
And then old DDP against the drive rush pressure here. Nephew looks so in control, man. Renko kick spaced out beautifully to get the full hop
投
follow
げ
up.
が強い
Oh, and then getting close just to get out of range. My goodness, bro.
ジ
Nephew
ュリー
was
の
looking
さ
quick.
投げマジで
He's
投
on the offense now, just with the drive rush. He tries to go for it. He gets counter hit for the perfect parry. As you mentioned, Nephew,
や
the
ば
perfect
い
parry.
ごめん
Gone.
Yeah, legitimately. I feel like top 3 perfect carrier in the world. And right now, Nephew, bro, he just
やば
he
すぎ
stopped all these right decisions, trying to make one more out. But even after
でも
that,
ね
there's a meat
うわ
there in the middle with the crouch
トラ
medium
ッ
kick.
クにやられ
No
た
buts about it, bro. Business combo on top of it.
Yeah, I can see. I can see why Zangief don't like this matchup because it's easy for her to put you in the corner, especially if she wants to spend the level 1 to push you there. But the spacing that Nephew has, because we haven't really seen Junior even try to jump out the corner, because at the spacing where she'll get the very easy anti-air on you is the spacing when she can do her heavy punches or even her heavy kick, you know. So he's gotten hit by it every single time, and in that range Zangief has to do like fierce or something, which you've seen Nephew show the low medium kick to beat it with the counter hit. So I haven't seen too many mediums come out from Junior's side. He might need to start throwing out more medium punches, medium kicks, albeit kind of slow. That's kind of a better weapon that Junior's trying to establish right now.
Oh, and again, getting counter hit. Look like another fierce. Getting beats the bubble. Oh, headbutt though. With punishing Nephew. Look like his reversal light just got kind of got out of space. Oh, this is a parry, bro. That last round that we saw from Nephew. Now this is a Junior's version. Everything going his way.
Tries to parry again the drive rush from Nephew. Ready with the throw here, but
oh, beats the point at Nephew. He just needed one more, builds to the level 1. Oh, spin the stock for the kill, and it looked like it was Junior's round for once, but Nephew snatched it right back.
Definitely the player habits are getting shimmied quite a bit as well. Because he's losing a lot of damage to those and he gets correct.
It's the second time that spacing trap has worked with a headbutt. Oh, another wheel kick.
Yep, right over the low fireball.
Level 3. Getting too close that time. We've seen Nephew dancing, dance out a little bit, trying to establish some pressure to get level 3. But I don't think he's sweating that too much, right? Getting that meter off the table is huge. Going into this final round with Geef barely having anything, that's an ideal spot for Nephew to be.
Yeah, that's facts. We're thinking about strategy in the long term here, and Zangief without any meter isn't too much of a threat if you're not on the audience here. And you see Junior being on defense for maybe 90% of each round so far.
And again, he keeps trying the reversal light after getting hit by that, like he's pressing on hit, and that's the 3rd time he's gotten headbutted for it. Oh, but this time Junior's the one that tries to challenge early. With the Fuha, got for a full level 3 and burnout. Oh, you're done, son.
And he's take some damage here into the stun. There's no way around this, but there's a one-hit hit confirmed into level 3 from Nephew. So that was sick.
And Nephew built that drive here to get above 3 bars to give himself a double drive rush cancel combo to qualify for EWC. Well done from Nephew, man. He's going to be in Grand Finals winner's side, aiming to collect that 15,000 for first place. But he's already completed the mission, the main goal, and that is to get to EWC. So big ups to Nephew.
I know he's super excited for that too. And it's so funny because Nephew, like, he's so mellow as a player. I can't even see him like cheering for himself that he just qualified into EWC, which is one of the biggest accomplishments ever, right? That's why he's here. And his performance hasn't been the best as of late. So I'm excited to see him. I'm sure he's very happy that he's qualified into EWC, and in one of the hardest tournaments I'd say ever to qualify into EWC. So big ups to Big Neff for qualifying there. And then we're going to see Junior come down to the loser side to play against the winner between Kobayan and VXBOW, waiting in loser semis.
Yeah, we're going to get back to that when we get back from a break. It's not going anywhere as we conclude Street Fighter 6.
あ、そんなでかい？マジで？嘘。ごめん。あ、そんなでかかったか。ちょっと待ってね。私の声が今日さ、ちっちゃいからかも。ちょっと待ってよ。私これで、いいかな？これくらいで。どうだろう。あ、500万だよ。おぉ。あ、ヘイさんだ。ヘイさんいつもイラストありがとう。ヘイさんのイラスト見ました。ドリームハックのやつ、ゆきちみって書いてくださって。ありがとうございます。かわいい。かわいいイラスト。嘘、声がね、ちょっと、もうちょっとマイクを近づけるか。確かに。ちょっと待ってね。ちょっと大きくしてみた。これくらいか、これくらいですかね。でも咳もさ、あれなんだよ。なんか咳しちゃってさ、咳もね、大きくなっちゃうからね、むずいんだよな、調整。ノイキャン入れると今度私の声がなんかノイズと判断されて、まあね、キャンセルされちゃうんだけど。不思議だよ。本当に不思議だよ。本当？そう言ってもらえると。そう言ってもらえるとありがたい。あと2分か。で、次は3連だよね。ネビューさんが、あれか。グランドファイナル。グランドファイナルに行って、小林さんとバオさん、小林さん、バオさん、で、ジュニアさんが待ってて、ワンチャン、ザンギザンギ対決があるのか。ちょっと面白そうだな。ザンギザンギ対決どうなるの？また画面がさ、狭くなりそうだね。なんで、小林さん。ねえ、そうだよ。ちょっとデュアルケビンさんがいのが寂しいけど。寂しくはありますけれども。まあ、そこはね、仕方ない。ちょっと喉シュッシュしようかな。よし、喉シュッシュできました。あと40秒。なんか最初の時にさ、金額って言ってちょっとやらしいか。なんか優勝賞金とかの説明はされてたんだけどさ、あんまりなんて言ってるかわかんなかったな。さっきコメントで、2000ドルだっけ ?2000 ドルがどうか、まあ、なんとかって言ってたのはなんとなくわかったけど、コメントのおかげで。おー、なんだこれ。びっくりしたわ。来たと思ったわ。あ、腰痛うわ、めっちゃ猫でやば。うわ、すげえ、反り腰だ。おー。 やっぱさ、あ、フィーカー。フィーカーだー。でもフィーカーいたよね。助かってる。ありがとう。そう言ってもらえると。助かる、本当に。ちょっと心苦しかったかな。どうも、こんばん。マネフィューさんがグランドファイナル行ったって感じかな。リスは大事だよ。みんなもこだわってる椅子とかって。なんか、気になる。なんかね、結構猫背になっちゃうんだよな、格ゲーの時って。わかるよ。なんか集中してるとさ、前のめりになったりとかしてさ、なんか猫背になるんだよね。だから、それをね、どうにかしたい。あ、音ごめん、ちっちゃすぎてるかも。ちょっと待ってね。音の調整、あ、ちっちゃいね。ここはちっちゃい。
Take out Kushina. We're gonna see Kobeon versus VX Bao right now. The winner of this is going to go into the losers finals for that qualification spot, as Ringe mentioned. And you know, there's potential.
Waiting right after this.
Indeed, you know, we've mainly been seeing VX Bao on the Mai. We saw some Bison earlier.
Big Maiはどんな、Big
Mai to get into.
Big Maiはどこにいた？
So yeah, I can see why VX Bao changed the game plan a little bit.
頑張れ。
Spaced out normals like that crouch heavy kick.
小林が、
そっか、
ザンギっていうの苦手だからってこと？
Yeah, definitely very disappointing buttons from Ed there, which makes it more difficult for Kobeon and Zangi to whip punish. But I looked at the record between these two, and yeah, the very last time they played each other was at Capcom Cup 12, where VX Bao beat Kobeon with a 3-2 close match. So let's see how this first.
小林さん印。
Yeah, man, it was a close set. Definitely feel pretty good for Kobeon here. He's got the momentum on his side, but VX Bao been very clean with it so far. And it feels like VX Bao's early problems were like tournament nerves, but it seems like he's finally settled down a bit. He's been playing a lot cooler and calmer throughout the tournaments lately. Oh, but now this is when the pressure turns up.
Oh, 来た!
Oh, the perfect reversal bait! He waited just outside the range and punished it. This dude Kobeon.
なんで覚えてんのすごい。なんかめっちゃ嬉しい。めっちゃ嬉しい覚えてくれてんの。さすがやん。そうなんだよ。間違えちゃったんだよ。
So we're looking for the neutral jumps as well, right? We've seen Kobeon do that in multiple sets so far. Trying to catch some of these longer range options. Maybe the forward heavy puncher to Ed. Especially while in burnout, that's like
配信始めるよみたいな感じなツイートだったよね。それになんか小林さんのザンギが行くぞって言ってるし、写真だったんだけど、それが離れ。
He was ready. He's been ready with these perfect parries so many times. This is going to be enough.
おー、
Straight into level 2.
やれー。まずは1本。おー、いいね。いいね。まずは1本の。
Blitz the VX Bao at the end right there. Just the screen was flashing green, blue, red. Like it was all kinds of things.
Definitely.
Wow, the walk up DI so ready for the medium kick coming from VX Bao. Kobeon on the offense again. So aggressive and is working out very well in his favor.
うわ、めっちゃ入ってる。いいダメージだ。いいコンボだ。どこも攻めすぎない。どうだってザンギだと思えない。攻め。もっとこう、ザンギ、うわ、ザンギってなんかこう、じりじりいくようなイメージ。さっきまでそうだったよね。
Charged heavy punch too. During the blockchain, it was reversal timing on that, so the Kobeon was just so ready for VX Bao to do any sort of flicker or kick, really.
It's wild, man, how ready Kobeon has been. VX Bao will just say he was kind of out of the space in the corner for a bit, though. Now he's going to get a chance to establish that again. Oh, but he's not going to bust out. Doesn't want to keep eating that Zangief corner pressure, I'll tell you what. Oh! ends up eating SPD anyway.
I'm telling you, the range surprises me every single time on that SPD. Going from the medium punch. VX Bow, I mean, Kobeon sitting with a level 3 here. It's kind of scary to sit so still against a Zangief.
Oh,
Look at again, how, bro? The perfect outspacing of the crouch heavy kick with punished it all the way. Give me that level 1 for the exclamation point.
S1 ね。はい。S1。
Just like
シル
that.
フツッコミ入っちゃった。
Kobeon being very diverse with his usage of 3
前
super.
結構ベガ
You
2
scared them
ベガじゃ
having
ね
the
えや
level 3 there, but
残機
able
苦
to
手じゃない
convert
でもベガより
using
いけんのか
the
な
level 2, even to the level 1.
うわ
Really
ベガだ
good stuff from Kobeon there, and we're gonna see the M Bison pick come out because that is what's gotten VX Spouse so far in this top 8.
Yeah, honestly. Bison is
ベ
definitely
ガっ
doing
て
some
どう
heavy
なの
lifting
ザン
when
ギ
he needed
と
it.
なんかあんまり
Once
ザ
again,
ンギ
though,
好
Kobeon
きじゃな
slightly
さそう
with
じ
the
ゃ
same
ん
like
ベ
he
ガ
started.
苦しいぞとか
Trying
言
to
って
stagger
そう
up
じゃん
against
そん
Kobeon,
な
but gets checked with the
こ
crouch light
う
punch
ガー
there.
ドないと間に合ってよかっ
Alright.
た毎
Kobeon, I
日や
think
め
he's
て
expecting him to take advantage of the post frame,
毎
start
日
checking
や
the
め
drive
てね
rush.
その
Been
マイ
showing
フ
off
ァン
all
が
the
おっ
options
てなっ
down.
ちゃう
Oh
から
no, clipped with the
Wow,
light Kickstarter, the
super
big Lariato.
小林
One
さん
more round for
スーパー
Kobeon.
ヤッチ
I mean, these matches have gone by so quickly. VX Spouse is really gonna have to figure out how to stop the pace
ね
of
えそう
Kobeon.
だ
They're
よね
gonna
わか
charge
る
heavy
ベ
punch.
ガ側の方が
Let's
き
put
つ
VX
い
Spouse
の
back
か
dash away
な
from
み
pressure
たい
here.
な印象あるよね
The parry this time for Kobeon. He tried to switch it
Whoa,
up.
not
The
get
X-Bow,
it.
we've seen this before, right? He's
Don't
been
not
really
get
just
it.
committing some throws. Kobeon, though,
おっと
risks the tech and risks the offense here with the SPD to get reversaled
お
off.
ージャスパーそこ
There's
で
nice perfect parry.
す
We're
ご
gonna
い
see the back throw here. It's Kobeon's turn to be on off. It's a little too far for the SPD.
なん
Does
と
it connect that time?
I think he backdashed. It's just like Bison's backdash is so hard to see. That
Oh yeah,
was
he
wild,
did backdash.
bro.
Okay.
頑張れはい
And we've
Oh,
seen VX
man.
Bow do that a whole bunch of times, right? Really
Yeah.
comfortable with
That
backdashing out of the corner to escape throw pressure.
あー大変か
That was wild.
お
See if you're gonna really build that
確かに
momentum.
これ
Though.
は
That was a
きつ
good
い
call
な
out. Almost something that
いやーあ
should
の
give
ジ
you
ャン
confidence.
プどう
But
や
you
っ
need one
て
SPD. I don't care who you are. Your confidence is down the drain. You need two, and it's in the negatives, brother. I need therapy now.
Yep, and Kobeon with the level 3 threat to the
Oh,
backdash. He answers with his own backdash into the SPD here. I think that round was literally all SPDs.
Yeah, I don't think there was any instances of damage beyond the spinning pile drivers. And probably the most dominant performance, most one-sided performance of a set we've seen today is Kobeon over VX Bow.
いやーすごかっ
Wow.
たすごい
That
ね
was crazy. like, I'm like still reeling from the match. And now I'm thinking about how we have a Zangief
怖
mirror
すぎ
to
またデカ
qualify
デカ
for
小林さん
EWC. I mean, you know, the
小林さん結構調子いいんじゃないですかこれ
Yeah, I mean, losers finals.
日本
Yeah, we
人
get two
一応
Zangief.
そ
So
ってあそうな
no
の
matter what
や
the
った
result is, we're gonna get a Zangief
やった
in
よ
EWC finals.
スーパーヤンスーパ
That
ー
was
ヤン
super sick. Last year we got Junior won at the LCQ, and it was Idazan as well. As I think Kobeon made it last year. So
ねえそれ
Kobeon
いい
looking
ね
to
ち
take
ゃん
the
と
spot
見
of
て
one
き
of
た
the
よ
Geefs
いや
this
す
year
ご
by
すぎだ
taking
ろ
down Junior. He's gonna have to go through one of the Geefs that got there last year to do
ね
it.
え
It's gonna be an exciting one. A
Mega
Geef
kira
mirror
kira
of
しますね。
Geef players of this level. I don't remember the last time I seen one of these, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, how can you really? What do you predict is gonna come out of this matchup? Obviously, maybe the mind game, a lot of SPDs. Maybe there's like the mind game of the running bear grabs because both these players have shown it. I think Junior does it a little bit
いやで
more.
もここまでここ
You're
ま
probably
で
looking up,
ね
you know, the results too, right? They both have played each other quite a bit. They played each other in World Warrior in 2024,
いやもう
in Topanga
Okay.
as well, and it's kind of a 1-to-1, so it's kind of even, right? So we don't really know. This is the third match. Junior won the very first time in World Warrior, and then Kobeon won the
でも
second
自
time
信
with a
がある
3-0
から
in Topanga.
Okay.
So
Okay. Like,
we're just
I'll
gonna have to see how
Oh,
this
my
goes
God.
down.
Yeah, exactly
What's
right.
up
I'll
with
tend to
that?
favor Kobeon a little bit more just because, like, I feel like I'm an aggressive player, so I like the aggressive players. I think he's a little bit more willing to try to dictate the pace and tempo, and if that goes well, then obviously it can kind of snowball the control of the matchup from there. But Junior is very patient, and if you can kind of play some manipulation games around Kobeon's bites, it's gonna be fun to watch, man, because like it being a mirror and them being, I think, two distinct different styles in how they approach the character and the game. It'll be interesting to see, like you said, who's the aggressor, who's going to try to dance around some of the options and bait out more stuff, who's going to just look to make the opponent deal with it and put their defense on display early. It's going to be wild, man. This is for EWC right here. Of course, they will go on to be in grand finals, two-face nephew, but whoever wins this match is going to the Esports World Cup.
And super exciting. There has to be a lot of adrenaline on the line. Like these two players, this is why they are here at DreamHack Atlanta, because they want that qualification spot. And this is it. Winner of this gets to take the qualification spot and fight nephew in grand finals for the share of the pot.
That's how you know Junior's the more decorum. He got the glasses on, the suit. He's like, look, I'm the patient one here. Kobeon is the savage.
Straight in the whitey tighties.
Yeah, bro. He's like, I don't care what stage show. That's just intimidation.
Seeing a lot of counter hits come out right now. Junior just has the pulse on when Kobeon wants to press buttons right now, but yeah, it's gonna be quite a back and forth, I'm imagining. I don't imagine a 3-0 here.
Yeah, that would be hard pressed to leave that one. Right now, though, just peppering on with the stand medium punches. We're gonna see that a lot, as well as the stand medium kicks, and maybe some big call-outs. Stuff like that DI, right? A lot of recovery on some of these moves that would otherwise kind of be recovered from getting DI'd. And that drive reversal gets punished. Junior was off to such a great and also Kobeon got going.
100%. And really, really good stuff. Really good call-out range about like DI, because Zangief doesn't have that many buttons that he cancel DI into. Drive Impact seems like a very good option here. What an off punish from Kobeon. Just being right outside of the range for SPD to whip, and he gets a headbutt punish.
画面見れないでしょ、キリンさんは。
They're not really cancelable buttons, so DI definitely something on the table. They obviously have stand fierce as well to absorb the DI here. There's a lot of mind games that can be played at this range.
Wake up, heavy punch.
That's what I'm saying, right? Like, I'm not going to be able to wrap my head around the Geef mirror mind games. Let me tell y'all right now. We're going to do our best here. Just a level 3 on the walk-up. And that's what I'm talking about, bro. CA, a little scratch with a trade hit. We're going straight into the damage, baby. That is 1 round apiece.
Yeah, and he did a jab walk up into the CA, so
like,
he was committed.
一番でも画面狭いの下がっとって下がっとかな。あ、入った。
Kobeon escaped with his life this time though, and he's in the driver's seat. Not only does he have a life lead, but he's got the 3 bars. And we always talk about how dangerous Geef is once he's got the 0 frame after flash command grab super.
Go for the perfect parry, but we get the drive reversal, just escape the SPD pressure from Junior. Okay. Zangiefs know when they want to jump. We've seen a lot of both timed airs at the same time, and Junior trying to snipe it down with the air-to-air does work out this time.
あんまないから面白いな。
Too big to be flying around like this.
カウンターしている。また投げて、うわー、かなり。
Willing to bet on it after a driver back kick. Kobeon checks the advancement though. Oh, and the Junior try press some back conditions into needed SPD of his own.
となる。T ゲージが心もつない。
He was gonna do,
カウンターになって、お互い
two
バー
lights, both burnt out
ま
here.
るで兄弟
Are we
みた
gonna
い
see a
な。
lot of fierces come through? They're both buffering for
おー、来
something.
た。あ、うわー、ジャンプ。
Kobe on the last second. Man, just to escape the SPD reset with the stand medium punch connected.
何がの身
Oh, I
長
think Junior was already kind of committed to that. Wasn't really looking
身
to
長だ
confirm
け
the
じゃな
stand
くて
medium
あれ
punch
だよね。
combo.
筋肉の幅とかもあるし。
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it would have killed, but we saw it earlier, and this is another thing where we reference player patterns, right? Like in Winners, Junior did the same exact reset, and Nephew also jumped it. So
うわー、もうジャンプ
kudos
して
to
る。
the awareness. And
もう
again,
簡
there's
単
OD running bear grab coming from Junior. Kobeon jumps back away from it, no punish.
なんか、ジュニアさんさ、電源時間にさ、めっちゃうまくない？なんか一番最初の試合でも。
That's a safe jump though, so only -2. He does use it to set up offense though.
You should have had an SPD
なんかいつ
counter
も
for a
そ
Zangief
の D ゲ
mirror
ー
match.
ジ
Yeah. Oh, he runs out of the bed
1
again.
みたいなシーンあんまり見ない。
And then he jumps out of his SPD's attempt.
Jump back though, so he doesn't get too much off of it. Nice whip punish from Junior with the stand light kick. Kobayan, Zangief's really like doing the max range
ね
sweep
そ
there,
う
so
JP はなん
really
か
nice spacing
まあ
from Junior just to force that whiff
まあ
on
で
the
も
sweep.
すごい強筋だなと思うけ
Seeing
ど
the Zangief footsies against
あ
each
れは
other
びっ
is
くり
pretty sick to see.
A lot of heavy punches, and there's the walk-up headbutt.
おー
And then again, trying to press them
That's it.
afterwards. Just outspaced for most of
Wow,
the fights. It looked
Majika.
like, wow, so
Come
far
on,
on
kid.
that light SPD, bro.
でペンペン
Yeah,
ペ
and
ン
I'm
で
sure it works even more on Zangief because of how fat his hurt box is.
Yeah. You see that time, Kobeon actually committed to the medium punch target combo on block. Caught Junior trying to press after the first one.
単にだから D ゲージ回復しやすいってこと
They
なんだ
are pressing
What?
some buttons.
ツンツン返しだツンツン返し
Yeah, Kobayan ready with the reversal jab there. Nice drive reversal, taking the pressure off of him.
You see Kobeon, yeah, he's backdashing. He's like walking forward and then backdashing. He's trying to bait Junior into the heavy punch, but the neutral jump is
だ
what
から
he's
その
gonna
ジ
do
ャ
it
ン
this
プのタイ
time.
ミングがす
Nice
ごく
job. We've seen Kobeon do that time and time again this
読
top
んで
eight.
る
Sprinkling some heavies
Whoa.
here. Junior responding with his own
う
charge.
わ
Jump back air
ーどっちが負け
SPG.
たの
This
か
is
もう
how
全
you
然
know the
分かんなかったん
Zangiefs.
だ
They're
け
in
ど
each other's heads.
あちょっと待っ
On
て
wake up. Jump back. He's still got the SPD. And now the double driver gets a combo. Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna need to extend to the one bar to make sure this kills, but that's not a
す
problem.
ごい体温計を手に持ちながら応援
Going
して
for the easier combo too. That was a tournament combo right there. A lot of Zangiefs like throwing
い
in
や
hell
すご
stab
い
and
な
sometimes even headbutt before the level 1 there, but we kept it nice and simple to secure the win to take it 2-0 Kobeon over Junior.
Boy, oh, go. And then the sweep,
Fuck.
something like Knicks versus Phil. Or
キスコがありますからねここからまだどうなるか
Oh, SPD.
わかりないいや
Oh
攻
my,
撃
Kobeon,
いや
calm down.
どう
Put the, get a collar on this man, bro. And then waits for him to jump out, gets the
Yeah.
ATR afterwards.
超攻撃
I don't know if
的
he
か
can
よ
be stopped. Wait a minute, Junior's gonna do his best. Oh.
Jumping back out of the pressure. He knows all he needs is a light to connect. That's why he's just spamming the lights here.
スー
Junior
パーリー
back against the wall. Are we gonna see another 3-0? Not my prediction.
おお入った
And he's looking
Yeah,
like he
look
is
at it.
not gonna stop till he gets the EWC.
Look
SPD already established.
Oh, jump.
here. Oh, that was such a good jump out.
熱いなここのジャンプ
Really nice punish with the neutral jump, heavy kick there.
えどうなるのおお
And level 2 is
What?
going to punish the SPD, and it's
しか
gonna
も入れ
burn
替え
out
て
Junior
エ
2 in
デ
the corner.
バートにさせてるめっちゃいい状況や
See
こ
him
れ
buffering.
うわージュニアさん超大ピンチでもまだ SA が
Well,
飛んでる
back and he jumped
ちょっ
it.
と待って
Kobeon, of course, knew and hold this SPD all the way to EWC. Kobeon joins nephew as the 2 qualifiers for the Esports World
す
Cup.
ごい
Super, super
政
big
治力の差が
congratulations
出
to
たいや
Kobayan.
そう
I know
だ
how
ね
much this means to
やっ
him
ぱ
as well.
政治力か
Again, I keep on repeating his
Baby
performance
ka.
at DreamHack Birmingham put him at 4th. He was so close to the
乗っ
prize and
て
wasn't
ん
able to score.
ね
But here he is with the Zangief
ね
mirror match
いやあそこ
nonetheless
でね
to secure him the
よく
spot into
取りましたよ本当
EWC.
に
Really, really good stuff. Super dominating performance from him. 3.
まだわかんなかったまだもうちょ
Yeah,
っと
and
いい
like
月あったもんね
honestly, some of the most convincing sets
Bukan
we saw
makeup.
today were winners finals with nephew versus
Bukan.
junior, and now Kobeon going up against junior as
Yeah,
well. But
さすがだ。
mainly, I wanted to bring up that nephew versus junior set because I'm really interested to see Kobeon versus
あれ
nephew
か
now, right? In
ネフィーさ
that
ん
same
と
matchup, nephew looks
小
so
林
ready for
さん
Zangief,
が
but
戦え
Kobeon
るっていう
clearly
こと
brings a different
次
brand
が
of Zangief
グ
to
ラ
the
ンド
stage,
ファイナ
right?
ル
So
っ
I
て
want
こ
to
と
see
なのか
how nephew looks up against him. That's really sick to get our grand finals. Both players super deserving of going to EWC, right? Like constantly traveling around the world, being very consistent no matter where they play. So glad to see them both come up for EWC qualification.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, the matchup is definitely different because I can't wait to see their play style is so different. But we're gonna, yeah, nephew versus Kobayan, as we've been saying, the play style of Kobeon is so different. I feel like because he's not as patient, which I think was a detriment to Junior because he was in the corner a lot versus Nephew. I think this matchup is going to go down very differently. But who knows? I might eat my words because I did think Kobeon versus Junior was going to be a lot closer. So I am expecting a huge, long match, hopefully, in Grand Finals between Nephew and Kobeon.
But yeah, it's true, right? When we talked about Junior, we highlighted at the beginning of top 8 where Junior was a more like footsies, patient-oriented Zangief that was willing to kind of lull you into his ground game. And playing against ground game against Nephew is extremely hard. As we went over, he's one of the best in the business, not only at perfect pairing, but his ground game and his footsies in general. Lived with Punk for years, has really focused and honed that part of his game. On top of that, Jury has great walk speed and a great crouch medium kick. So he's picking the right character for his skill set as well. So playing that style, it's very tough to do so against Nephew. You have to overwhelm him a lot of the time, try to drag him into the mud and get the like scrambles going to try to take him down. Just playing against him solid is a tall task.
Yeah, I mean, the last time they played each other was at Blink Respawn 2025, and Nephew took it over Kobeon 2-1 though. So not too free. And this is Grand Finals. This is first of 3. Kobeon is going to have to reset the bracket if he wants to take first place here. We'll see. That's a lot of matches there to adapt.
Yeah, that's a great point too, right? It's definitely it could be in for a long haul. As we get a extended first set into a reset with Kobeon clutching it out at the end there, and I very much want to see how these two adjust to each other over the course of the match, and if a Kobeon got to tame the pace that Nephew wants to play at. Nephew's just so good at picking the spots at the exact right time of the advancement of the opponent. So it's gonna be a fun one, 100%. But of course, Nephew and Kobeon both qualify for EWC. There's still going to be a lot of qualifiers to go as well. Still a whole lot of players to join, but getting to see Nephew return and then Kobeon actually get there, who wasn't one of the players that was there last year in this top 8. So a new face, at least from last year, to EWC. That's always dope as well.
Certainly. And I mean, so EWC finals are happening at the end of July. We have 2 more offline qualifiers. We do have Combo Breaker, which is coming up next week. A lot of players that came to DreamHack Atlanta are going to stay in the US to go to Combo Breaker next weekend to play again for 2 EWC spots, and then we'll have EVO after that. So just 4 offline qualifiers left remaining to get into EWC finals.
Very nice, man. Yeah, starting to round it out, starting to get the full finalized list of the different players that are be coming through. There's obviously Xiao Hai, the defending 2-time champion as well. So we'll see if he ends up qualifying and getting back there for a 3rd attempt at the championship, or if somebody else is going to be able to actually be crowned the first EWC SF6 champ besides Xiao Hai. He's actually only won the 2 in existence so far.
I mean, yeah. I love to see how competitive Street Fighter 6 has gotten, because I feel like, you know, I've been playing for 17 years now, so back in the day, you used to be like, yeah, this person's going to qualify. For sure, this person's going to qualify. And it was always so easy to kind of predict the results. But since Street Fighter 6 has come out, it is impossible to guess right on who's going to win and even do well at a tournament. Like, top 8 is so, like, unexpected because there's so much talent out there. So many fresh faces, and a lot of new players are coming out and doing really, really well.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, we've been able to pull out some predictions out of our rear ends, like for invitationals. For open bracket tournaments, I feel like my accuracy has been so trash the entirety of SF6. Like, I can't call, like, EVO Japan, I had some people I was talking about, yada yada, they were like, oh, who do you think is going to be in top 8, who do you think is going to win, yada. Completely off. I wasn't even close when it came to the top 8 of EVO Japan. So yeah, it just is the breadth of talent, how many people there are that are actually capable of winning tournaments at this level is just wild to see. 100% I'm with you, Sherry. We're like, when we first got into the scene, it felt like there was a small handful of people that you knew were going to go really far and probably going to win the tournament. And with SF6, that has exploded into an astronomical amount of number, right? Like we talked about, where it was 120, 125 entrants into the tournament. On Incross's notable player list, over 60% of those players were on that list, right? Like, that's just a testament to how much work everybody's been putting in, the results they've been able to put up, and the explosion of popularity for this game, obviously led by Japan, but showing out in all parts of the world as we get a North America versus Japan Grand Finals with Nephew and Kobion both being pleased that the mission to qualify for EWC is over, but there's still $15,000 on the line for first place. So let's lock back in.
Yeah, and I think last time Nephew was in grand finals against someone from Japan. I think it was CPT Singapore because I got the pleasure of commentating it. And Nephew, it was Nephew versus Shudo, who was also at this tournament. So that's how you know the level of Street Fighter 6 players here is astronomical. That Shudo didn't even make it into top 8 here at DreamHack Atlanta. But I'm happy to see a Zangief in grand finals. I'm not gonna lie. I know a lot of people are probably gonna hate me for saying that, but I'm trying to see some SPDs. I'm trying to see some hard moves, and Kobayan has not disappointed me at all throughout this entire top 8.
100%. Let's get into the grand finals of DreamHack Atlanta. Nephew versus Kobion. Oh my goodness, you try to pull out block string off. Me and Kobion immediately punished him.
Ready with it. Tries to go for the option select carry there against Nephew, but Nephew was ready with the button punish, not even a throw. And again, we're going to see Kobion in the corner here. Let's see if he techs just as much as Junior does in the corner.
Yeah, right there. He stood firm. He is getting clipped up regardless.
Oh, nice.
Oh, gosh. And Nephew just reacts to it with an OD pinwheel? Alright, Nephew. I can see why you're in grand finals winner side, brother.
I mean, that is something that a lot of Zangiefs like to do, and we've seen Kobion do it before, right? The backdash into SPD to catch you. But Nephew was so ready to OD pinwheel as a punish, or even not as a punish. How he was expecting the SPD there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, whenever you backdash a throw, the person's gonna do something after. They don't just block after successfully backdashing a throw. So smart for Nephew to DP for whatever it was gonna be. SPD now, though, he's not escaped the corner just yet.
Yeah.
Oh, but has escaped it now. The fierce confirmed. So clean.
I mean, not a little bit. Quite a chunk of the life lead here, but Nephew, so good with setting up the shimmy, catches Kobion teching. First game, quickly goes to Nephew.
The processing speed, how ready Nephew is for situations is just so mind-blowing, man. And then Ko kick Fuha, yeah, that one looked spaced out enough to where he didn't have to worry about it. Yeah, as soon as he got all the stocks up, though, spins them on a big combo.
We're gonna take the throws here. We saw Kobion not take the fight. And the fourth one! That's the fourth guess that gets him every time.
Yeah, finally gets a chance to play here. And could be a big chance. Still in burnout. Oh, doesn't get caught flinching this time though. He could die to an SPD. That's why Kobion thought he would jump, but Nephew was so calm. Immaculate defense.
Definitely beautiful defense. Was able to set up the shimmy against Kobion for the win. Tried to bait out the OD DP there from Nephew. Doesn't bite.
Heavy kick from that distance. Immediately backdash because it's not punishable, but that's a very popular spot to SPD in.
You can kind of see how slow Zangief buttons are against Jury. A lot of the drive rush buttons are clipping Kobion, but you see him trying to check it, so it's either but no overhead from you, Nephew. Kobion ready with the level 3 here. Not gonna kill, but definitely huge life lead for Kobion.
And the Nephew. I like that since he's up around. You might as well like just send it to see if you can get a hit and then snowball from there. We talked about, you know, drain Kobion of the resources, go into round 3, jump the bear grab. That's a pretty good start.
Yeah, we saw him do that earlier against Junior. Also, just so ready for the running bear grab with the neutral jump. Heavy kick. Nice anti-air coming from Kobion with the lariat. Backdashing away from the pressure to punish the headbutt. And again, the low medium kick. Fuha into the level 3. Something we saw earlier from Nephew as well.
Fuha whiffed, and that caused a scramble that ended up getting counter hit by the crush again. Forcing up the second time. What a perfect parry on the reset against the headbutt. Draining Kobion through the process with the knee and the backdash. Not letting Kobion get close. Nephew too full right now.
The backdash with the dry rush punish. That's how you knew that Nephew knew that Kobion was going to go for the SPD there. So ready with the punish, and I mean,
なんか
Nephew
こ
is
の
making this matchup
辺
look
を
like
す
it's
ごいさ
8-2 in Jury's favor. I'm watching it and I'm like,
Yeah,
man, what
legit.
is Zangief supposed to do against the onslaught of
あんま
Jury's
全
buttons?
然そうなんよね
Oh man, yeah, you know, it definitely feels like the Geefs have been lost. Whether it's Junior or Kobeon at this point, have not had answers for Nephew's Jury. As a player, he just seems to be really good against this type of character, and it seems matchup-wise, it's not doing Zangief's any favors either.
But trying to establish nice confirm from the Hellstaff too. Late confirm. Still enough hits done to go into the OD lariat there. Now we're sitting on a life lead for Kobeon. There's a whiff punish. Doesn't get the drive rush though.
Yeah, surprisingly,
いやー
right?
小投げ通るってかジャスパすげー
But yeah,
ジャ
after
ス
the
パや
Fuhao, we know
ば
very prominent spot for the Jury's the perfect parry. Tries it right there again.
Here we see it. It was a perfect parry that put Nephew in this situation.
Yeah.
Nice whiff punish, but no drive rush cancel there.
い
We're
て
gonna get the
球
counter hit
が
conversion though. Off the low
球き
fireball.
ついから
Early DI. Catch
ジュリ
Kobeon.
の
Not
球
looking for
は
it.
と結構きつ
Yeah,
そうだよね
exactly.
値
Good
段だか
DI
ら
back. Still had driving
なんていうか
so,
下
but
に出るか
he
ら
just
さ
was not
余
expecting
計
that
や
to
だ
pull that out. Harassing with the Renko kicks, putting him below 3 bars. Again, this is such a good job, right? Because then if Kobeon fishes for that light kick driver's cancel, he's going to burn himself out. That's probably why he didn't send it right there. Just
Yeah.
too low on the drive, and just as he
Wow.
backs up to
Wow.
get Kobeon come closer, another snipe with crouch
スーパーリー
T.
チで
One
から
round
ネフュ
away.
ーさんが
Yeah, one round away from taking the
Oh,
title as
my
the champion of DreamHack Atlanta and one of the most stacked tournaments ever. Nephew is having such a performance. He's about to 3-0 in grand finals.
そうここからここ
That's
か
what we're
ら
talking about. Nephew always
結構
avoiding the punish counter throw by drive rushing out of the parry, but it can get you clipped like this.
お
Oh,
お
wanted to
やります
delay, try to
ね
counter an anti-air attempt from Kobeon, but he was just waiting.
Kobeon, let's see if he's able to seal the round here. Nephew, again,
おおや
this
る
is going to be the round for
Nice,
Kobeon,
nice.
but Nephew, so proficient, as you mentioned, with the perfect parries, has been huge for him
頑
this
張
far.
れやりますね
Straight up driver pulled the bottom of the fast.
やるんじゃばってすごいすごいすごいすごいすごいすごいすごい
He's no whiff punish on the low medium kick there, but
おーベンテ
Kobeon
ンして
ready with the target medium punch combo.
これ
It's gonna
リ
be
ー
it
ダー
at least. It is. Oh wait, no. He spent the bar. Didn't have the OD lariat for the level 3.
Yeah.
カード偉い今のちょっと怖かった
Well,
か
good
ね
spot though.
今
Obviously
の
having level 3 as a big defensive option. Nephew dancing in and out, trying to see if he's willing to do something. Kobeon chilled out though, just waited until he got his drive back. Potential light kick in the
ど
drive
こで
rush.
SL
to
と
put
か
him
って
to a
感
guess.
じだよな
Not quite though. Both players
怖い
playing
な
patient. I like
まあ
this.
時間
Nobody
切れでも全然いい
being
し
overzealous even with the end in
ね
sight.
8歳行かなければ
Not at all. Both of them playing so patiently that they both have so much green bar now. And with that being said, Nephew does spend it, drive rushing in. Again, trying to establish some sort of pressure.
カウン
The
ターになっ
timer
ていい
is
ね
going down, but all Kobeon
なんでもいい
needs is one light hit.
きた
Oh man,
ーイ
yeah.
エーイ
Tried to bet on the Midas
Good
finish,
night.
pit wheel there, and then Kobeon
ナイス
finishing with the double German classic stuff.
あ、そうなん
Or I
だ
shouldn't say
よく
going
知
up,
ってる
but
ね
putting the
なんか
game on the
ダンゲ
board.
もちょっとやってた
2-1 nephew now. Good job being resilient.
Yeah, definitely a lot of patience on Kobeon's side. I mean, he knew that Nephew really had to be aggressive, especially with
いい
the time
ね
counting down. No point in risking and pressing a button right after Nephew was, I think, only -2 in that situation. Yeah, really
So,
good
yeah,
patience on Kobeon there just to block it out.
And yeah, overall, Game 3 just felt like he was playing much more slowly and patient than the first 2 games. It felt like the first 2 games he was definitely trying to smother Nephew, which I don't think is a bad idea, try to get that chaotic tempo going, but Nephew was just so ready for it. He didn't really get caught in anything and just made good decision after good decision. So Kobeon playing a bit more solid now, and it's working out.
Yeah, I think if Kobeon sticks to the strategy where he gets a huge life lead in the beginning of the round, he can just play super slow in the end and just play incredibly defensive. Let's see if he's able to establish that again, but Nephew again puts Kobeon into the corner where he's been really struggling, but he finds the hit here, dry rushes out of the corner.
Yeah, that was a big that he held the parry on that previous
So
box. That's
なんだよ。
what built him the bar to get that drive rush cancel
決
out
勝
of
行っ
the
てます
orange,
ね
not
小
burn out.
林さんが
Oh, Bullshit
ネフ
right
ューさん
there.
めっちゃ強くてさ、ストレートでさ、
No.
2先じゃない2本取っちゃって、ちょっとやばいってなってたんだけど、
But
今に
there's the
コスケが
defensive
ね降りて
SPDs
き
that we
て
know
るかもしれ
Kobe
ない。
on for.
コ
Out
ス
of
ケが
range, you whiff a button, that joint's getting grabbed.
I mean, it's so scary when a Zangief is willing to do an SBD defensively.
うわ
There it is. The running paragraph finally connects with Nephew. Definitely an unexpected timing, but Nephew with the wake up OD pinwheel just to get the pressure off again.
Oh man, Kobe on. Feels like he's starting to catch on to the rhythm a little bit more. OD lariat into the level 3 here.
う
That's
わ
gonna be a big damage. Is it enough for Kobe on? It's always enough, as Sherry said
Yeah,
earlier when it comes to Zangief. 2 to 2,
や
just
れ
like
ますね。
Just like that. I wonder, because there was a point where Kobayan was kind of sitting with his chin,
互い
on,
リーチ
resting
だ
his
な。
chin on his palm and was like thinking, I'm trying to, what was he thinking there that turned it around so quickly to make it 2-2?
Yeah, I really feel like it was a big change in tempo. It feels like he's willing to play way more patient now, not trying to overexert himself and get the offense going early. Like you said, it's very important that he gets an early lead, right? Like, or else it's going to be real bad for Zangief to have to go to jury. But getting that early lead, I felt like he was thirsting after it a little bit too much in the first 2 games. Now he's being a little bit more patient, kind of taking what Nephew's giving him, and he's been able to get those leads early. So let's see if he can do it one more time and get a reset.
Yeah, yeah. And for those who are just tuning in, it is Kobayan who is sitting loser, so it is up to him to establish the reset in grand finals.
うわうわ
Double headbutt now.
やるの。
Nephew again.
ヘッドバ
High
ット。
hit rate, high success rate on these wake up OD pinwheels so far.
止まって。
Yeah, it's very scary every time you do it.
Unagi ga
He's
yo.
been so on point with him. He's been committing to these throws. He tried to switch it up, right? He did 3 earlier, he did 2 and then backdash, but he still beat Kobe onto the butt. Had a bit of a reaction advantage and gets that fierce.
Yeah, and you can kind of see the change in tempo here. You're seeing Nephew do a lot of reversals, not letting Kobayan get any pressure off. But again, starting the round off with the drive rush is just so Kobayan can feel comfortable in neutral.
And yeah, he's been doing a lot of like parry or backdash after Renko kick block strings like that. So Kobayan solves both issues with an OD running bear grab. Saw it beat the backdash earlier. Tried to reset, but he was ready. Sends the level 1, preserving his drive meter in the process. Would have been really low if he sent the pinwheel instead.
ねえ、もう SE なくなったから。頑張れ。
Back against the corner, but
この風が。
no little
頑張
there, back throw.
れ。ゲーなんが。
Indeed, forward throw this time.
Yeah,
Drive,
I'm
feel the
not
pressure
gonna
afterwards.
get
Take the plus range, take throw. Perfect parry into the SPD. We're at a final round. And Kobe, unlike some of the other games, going into it with full
あ、
3
でも
balls.
あれだ。ネフィも溜まって。
Beautiful, perfect parry from Kobayan's side. We saw earlier that Nephew started doing a lot of drive rush overheads when it was the last game, so I wonder if we're going to see the same treatment here. He's even able to get it started because Kobayan is not letting it. He is counter hitting quite a bit against Nephew. Huge life lead on Kobayan's side.
Yeah, immediate
Still sitting with the
challenge
level 3 also.
here. See Kobe on fishing for some neutral jumps now as well, as Nephew has shown that heavy kick and the Renko kicks both can get exposed by that. Ooh, outside the range, didn't get the tip of the knee that he wanted.
助けて。
Drive rush throws again. We're seeing this.
ナイス。
Oh
バ
my.
バーン。
What a block from Kobayan's side, and just like that, he resets grand finals, and the score is reset for another first 2-3.
これでもう一
The
回
high success
3
rate
本
of the
取れ
OD
ば
reversals
勝
from
ち。
Nephew. The reversals in general use super a lot as well. Definitely hit way more
Forget
than
this
did it,
one,
but at
one
the end
time.
right there, when Kobe needed to block 1, he got it. Reset bracket, all knotted up. And again, both players are going to EWC, but first place takes home the big prize pot, right? The 15,000 out of the 50. So definitely still a whole lot on the line.
Yeah, and we saw earlier, like, we were talking about how comfortable Kobayan is, especially when he has a life lead. He doesn't mind delaying everything so much more, which is why that OD pinwheel was blocked. And now we're seeing the aggressiveness with the headbutts. SPD is going to work as a punish against the OS, parry OS that Nephew likes showing off so much. And again, huge life lead from Kobayan's side. I think a lot of patience on his end. Drive rush, OD pinwheel from Nephew.
Kobe, I think he inputted throw, which often works anyways when they drive rush out of it, but not up against an invincible move. Good stuff from Nephew. It was costly, but at least it didn't die.
頑張れ。
Kobayan, beautiful, long walk.
キリキリ入れる。 ちゃもう積んで
If you didn't want to dry rush off that with punish because he will burn himself out. So really nice discipline from Nephew here.
Finally back above the 3 bars, so
I
can't
just-
fish for a driver skill if he wants it. He finds it here. But still, not too much damage on the big body.
上がってるんじゃね
Nice up back from Kobion to escape the throw pressure as well.
おお中段
Yeah,
立つ
yeah,
やん
as soon as he's back above the 3 bars, he sends a real drive
あ
rush.
るせだ
But he tries to cancel. I think he thought that the button that was blocked was going to put him above 3 bars.
あーいい
Then
です
it
ね
turns out it was a really bad
う
situation.
わ
to blend
あ
into.
まあさすがあまあ最高
Nephew has probably like
Wow.
90% success
Ah,
rate on the wake up
yaktaku.
low medium kick. Kobion again, we talked
Ah,
about the matchup, and he backdashes away from the level 3 here. What? Okay. There was enough recovery where he was able to watch
ナイ
him
ス
and stare him
ナイ
down
ス
for a
止め
little
ろ
bit
止
and
め
then
ろ
get the
今か
drive
ら
rush
生産
punish
止め
in.
るんだ
I was gonna
Come
say,
here,
I
come
didn't
here,
think I
come here.
knew
Come
Xavier
here.
got dialogue on that with Super. Like, cause usually he's getting hit before that piece of dialogue
Come
comes
here.
out. But Nephew does bait out that
生
Super
産
and
止まってください
climb that momentum, or I should say, roll that
止
momentum
まっ
all
て
the way into
ほ
the
し
victory.
いななんかぐるぐるドーンみたいな
Caught him reaching again. Using a little
Today,
tick
so let's-
plus frame setup, walking
ごめん
away.
なさいぐるぐるドーンみたいなやつめっちゃたまるからたまるや
Wake
ってほしい
reversal that we've seen so successful in Nephew's in. Again, we're gonna go straight into level 3 from the low medium kick into Fuha.
大丈夫だ
I send him down here. Oh, just the throw again. Nephew's been willing to establish all these throws. He actually got the second one back dash, but we're right back in there after the pressure keeps
まあ
on
ね
knocking.
まだ終わってる時間じゃ
I
な
love
い
seeing the adaptation from both ends because you saw Kobion backdash and throw this time, but he waited. He did not
Yeah,
do anything
he didn't
because
do anything.
because Nephew punished it last time with the reversal.
Yeah, that was funny to actually see Kobe on condition into successfully
い
backdashing
や
the throw and then
ー
not
ジャ
pressing
スパ
anything.
来た
Big ups to Nephew.
う
man.
な
That's
ぎも
just,
来た
really a
マジ
testament
で
to his preparedness. Oh, the sweeps.
ナ
Like
イス
I said, looking like Knicks versus Philly. Oh, the snipe again. I can't say it looks like Thunder versus Lakers because that hurts my feelings. The throw again. 3
いやもう
throws
投
in
げ
a row
本
for
当
Oh,
にや
he
だ
tried to actually beat him, thinking he was going to do a delayed tech and tried to get the jump medium punch.
投げ苦しい
Kobion, unfortunately, not enough needed to get the dry rush there, or tried to go for the parry attempt and
投
burned
げ苦しい
himself out
時
actually.
は苦しい
Very
Yeah,
scary
dude.
times, but nice discipline again showing from Nephew's side.
Oh man! And because you got to get the right direction with the parries now, right? It opens people up to where if you tap parry like that and you're guessing mid, then you can get blown up to not down back in like you did.
来た来たおーっと
A couple of level 3. No grips for you, only grips for me.
ぐるぐるぐるドーンってやって
Big damage, but we saw this again in the
Yeah.
winner's side between Nephew and Kobion. Tried to bait out a shimmy, Kobion didn't bite, but the throw is going to be enough.
いやよく飛ぶよ
Jumps
ほん
the
と
running bear grab again, and another
Bye-bye.
2-0 lead from Nephew against Kobion. Will Kobion bring it back this time? Will he take the time to kind of slow things down, to think about it, approach the strategy differently? Because that's what he had to do to get this reset. But Nephew, again, looking so dominant in this grand finals.
Yeah, 100%. It feels like Nephew has kind of caught on to this type of rhythm now. Kobion, to me, it doesn't look like he's pushing the issue too much. It's just that Nephew has made some real great adjustments to this pace. But Kobion is off with a great lead in this first round. Oh, and an anti-air with the OD
あんまり
lariat.
筋肉
Tried to bait some now right there as
Yeah,
Nephew
not
gets so
this
successful
one,
on some
Loka.
reversals. But a check
Nice
drive
job.
burst will complete the perfect.
Kobion kind of slowing things down. Playing pretty
You
safely
know?
within his strings also. Just
Whoa.
got a good sweep straight into the SPD here.
ナイス
Huge life lead on
Whoa.
Kobeon's side. Again, another dry rush SPD.
Oh my goodness.
マジでどうなってん
Oh,
の
ain't no perfect parry for this double
It's
P. It's like God of War
PB
forgot how to
じゃない
lose. Kobion
あ
right back
PB
into
じ
the
ゃ
set in
ない
emphatic fashion, if I say so myself.
PB ってま
Downtown too, that whiff punish was literally like half screen away and he was still able to make the conversion off of it.
Curry range on the whiff punishes. Kobion puts himself back on the board here. Every time Nephew gets closer, it looks like he's ready to shut the door. Kobion
ずん
still
強
not.
い
Really, really nice adjustments from Kobeon's side. Was able to get the read on Nephew's buttons and just dominating fashion in that very last round. It's a guess between the striker, the SPD, and Kobeon got the right offensive guess every single time.
That's why, like, honestly, I hope Nephew just kind of shrugs that one off. Like, yeah, you got double perfected, but like, Steve put Street Fighter like oh, does avoid the punish counter.
Just a little stare down in that scenario too. Kobeon trying to hold up. Gets clipped by the same medium punch coming from Nephew. Perfect parry into the back throw. Kobeon on pinwheel as well. Massive damage. Almost for the kill too.
Right here though, the perfect parry. Just walks up and perfect parries the jab. Okay, Nephew. Different.
Kobeon knows all he really needs is a light hit. Kind of just sprinkling out there neutral. Does get hit by Nephew though. It's not enough yet. Checks him with the wake up crouch. Like
very surprising right there. Jury has like her first hit on stand medium gets 5 frames. So like she has a really good button to close the distance like that and beat wake up light attacks, but that time did not work.
Here
we go. We're gonna see that level 1 strategy to put Diggy to hear the wake up. He does connect again, another punish counter.
Very defensive option. Look at that, takes the lead with it as well. You no more meter, but he's up around here, right? So it's different than what we've seen before when you get to the tie up the set.
There, does get punished by Jury. Getting hit by all the throws.
He was still in range, and that's enough damage to be 2-2. I could not believe the protected, man.
Man, again, every single time. Man, wow, that SPD hit from really far.
The crouch light kick too was smart from Nephew because he got Kobeon with the imperfect parry. Kobeon wasn't looking to perfect low, but still didn't get him out of the scenario.
Kobeon, again, such a quick turnaround from 2-0 into 2-2. We're seeing the defensive SPDs come out again. That's how he won in winner's side against Nephew just earlier. So really nice hit confirm from Nephew there. One hit into level 1 again to push Kobeon out. Willing to take the attacks, as you say, on the anti-air for the jump out.
Indeed, and that time he kept the gaps, yeah. Much tighter with the drive rush stand medium punch, the drive rush crouch light kick.
Nice.
And he's gonna get the full combo because of one hit and 15 punish counter. Oh my goodness, Kobeon on tournament point.
So clutch because he was on the brakes of losing this round, but that clutch knee hop over the low fireball to get the punish counter against Nephew. It's Nephew who has to fight for his life now.
Yeah, nuts. Finally down in the set yet again. And once again, we talked about it, calls out the parry response. Oh my, the headbutt. Oh, so much damage on an air. Kobeon's momentum is out of control.
Gosh. Let's see what happens here. It's so scary because Kobeon on the brink of level 2 also, so you have to start watching your fireballs. What a punish. Odie lariat through the screen, and just like that, Kobeon takes it as your DreamHack Atlanta champion.
Wow, man. What a display. This dude is too sick. At the end, once again, the Odie lariat through a string. Like, he knows so much about every character, all the high-level play on those characters. The way he's able to call out, it's immaculate. You can see why he's not only qualified for EWC, but has become DreamHack Atlanta champion, and why he's been one of the most entertaining players Street Fighter Series has to offer since he's been on the stage.
Yeah, I mean, I really need to know what goes through Kobeon's head when he's down 0-2 in these first of threes, because something just activates in his head, and he plays some of the best Street Fighter 6 I have literally ever seen.
He's like Otani with runners in scoring position, man. He bears down the barrel. It is wild to see how just locked in he can get. That was amazing stuff from Kobeon. And big ups to Nephew, of course, as well, qualifying for the event.
We might see the screen for the pot, but if not, again, that is 15 grand that Kobeon gets to take home. But again, both these players, Nephew and Kobeon, get to qualify into the EWC.
1回目と
championships
2回目、両
happening
方
in
とも
late
ケツコか
July.
ら這い上がってくるのやばく
Yes,
ない
indeed. All right, well,
どん
we've
な
been given the
メン
signal
タ
to
ル
wrap up on this one. An
どんな
amazing top 8. A bunch of streamers were
メ
co-streaming
ンタ
the
ル
top 32
して
and
る
all
んだ
the action before that as well. So if
強
you didn't
す
tune
ぎ
in till today, I highly go
いや
back
ね
and
やっぱ
encourage
筋
you to watch
肉
the rest of the
や
tournament
ほん
because
まや
one of the most
ねやっ
dense
ぱ
tournaments
筋
of all
肉で
time
す
for Street
わ
Fighter 6. Like Sherry said, like
ね
from round 2 on, it was elite
PP
level matches. So definitely go
PP
back,
出
check
た
it out. I know
時
Kami
に
was
も
streaming
う
it, a
あ
bunch
も
of
うカ
other
ッパは
people.
って感じだった
IDOM
の
as
か
well.
な
So definitely big ups to all those people that were doing
す
that.
ご
Big
い
ups to
ド
you
ラ
as
マ
well,
だっ
Sherry,
た
for
ね
joining me
確
today. You
か
got
に
any last words before we get out of here?
Yeah, for sure.
人
Thanks
間
everybody
国
for
テストす
watching.
ごい
Very
信号
exciting
多
Street
分
Fighter
4
6
つある
matches,
と
and
思
thank
う
you,
よ
Ringe, for co-commentating with
信号
me. It's
4つ
always
や
a
と
blessing to be here to watch and
この
talk
機
about
会
all
に
this
も
time
談
on Street Fighter 6.
義いら
And
ない
you
よ
know, thank you guys for all
い
for
や
tuning
だ
in from
ない
everywhere
よ
in the
談
world.
義
All
だって
right,
ほ
well,
ら
thank
もう
y'all
ちょっと
again,
で
and be sure to
さ
tune
イ
in
ング
for
リ
the
ッド
next
さん来
qualifier,
る
which
か
is
ら
Combo Breaker. Of course, EWC going to be kicking off
ちょっ
very
と談
soon.
義よね
We'll catch
たま
y'all
に送
there.
るかな
Peace out.
心臓も筋肉でできてああまあそれはそうかそれはそうかもそれはそうかも
No two competitors are the same.
ブレゴテ
Some
ィやる
run on routine for the chance to
こ
win
こ
big.
やんさんおめでとうって書いてこう
Some make time to rise through the brackets. Some lock in with confidence. However you prepare, there's a place for every kind of competitor. PlayStation tournaments. Sign up today on PS5.
プレイステーション
レバー1回転させるだけで弱でも1.5へえそんなんなんだ食べてる普段何食べてる小林さんネフューさん EWC 獲得ねおめでとうだ本当になんかもう決まるまでにイングリッドの情報とか出たりしないかなって思ってたんだけどさすがにまだ7時だからイングリッド出てこないか今日イングリッドさんね今日イングリッドさんね情報出るかなって思ったんだけど出るとしたらねもう1週間前と2週間前に2回ずつぐらい出たようなてかもう1週間前かそろそろもう出るよな絶対これで終わりかもうっていうかじゃあ今日はこれで終わりますかあんまりみんなの前で席してもよくないから映っちゃうかもしれないからなこれで1時間後にイングリッドのキャラクターガイド来たら嬉しいね嬉しいねほんとだよ表彰式あんのかななんかさちょっと待ってやばい待ってあかんちょっと待ってもうほんとにちょっと一応止めたけど危ねよし実装されてそこから1週間くらいしたらいいそうねほんとに危ない怖いゆっくり寝るかじゃあみんなあれなのかなこれからお仕事かなってことはお仕事頑張れの曲を歌いますお仕事ファイお仕事ファイトイェイファイトウォーお仕事みんなさんファイトやで今日も頑張るんやでわしも頑張って病気治すでな危なかったねじゃあまたね気をつけて行ってきてねお仕事右左と後ろもちゃんと見てね本当にそれではおやすみなさいお疲れ様でした 久しぶりの配信で楽しませていただきました。前しか見ないわ、やばい。気をつけてくれよな。あ、やめて。信号への信用度高すぎるからな、それ。前しか見ないわ。またねー。